It's not a podcast.
It's a GarCast.
And this is the world according to Gar.
Oh Festivus, a holiday for the rest of us. Don't kill a tree or decorate, put up a pole, high strength to wait. Disappointments, don't be scared, be sure to get your grievance aired. Oh Festivus, a holiday for the rest of us. I saw a doll up on the shelf, I had to have it for myself. Blows were thrown on that day, I knew there had to be a better way. We don't buy gifts or shop online, instead we get the gift of time. Oh Festivus, a holiday for the rest of us. Festivus, a holiday for the rest of us. The feats of strength shall now begin, and they won't end until I'm pinned. This holiday just isn't done until you give to the human fund. Oh Festivus, a holiday for the rest of us. It's another Festivus miracle.
Hello and welcome to the world according to Gar. You're listening to Gar. This is GarCast episode number 131. I am Gar. I got a little messed up there. I'm not used to this being live. I feel like I'm on Saturday Night Live. With me, as always, is the Garfather.
Lower the music. I can't hear you.
Holy mackerel.
Gar. What's up, buddy?
Cheers.
Yeah.
With us as always, is I'm a mess right now. I think I drank too much already. Den Bob. What's up, Den Bob?
What's up, Gar fellas? On this Festivus evening.
You sound so calm.
I am calm. I'm always calm. The energy is just smooth. Looking forward to hearing all our friends.
Well, here we are. We're live for the first time ever, although we kind of did something like this last year, but it wasn't a great production like this. This is
the livest.
This is the livest. This is a real show. Last time I think it was just drinking with the Gars. This time it's a real GarCast. It'll be released tomorrow. So you probably, if you listen to this tomorrow, which is Friday, sorry you missed us, but we're here, and I'm excited.
Tomorrow's for all the not tech savvy people.
Today is Festivus. We had new opening music. That was Oh Festivus by Paul Westbrook. And what's going on, boys? We got some people in the chats already. People chatting it up. I can see some notes here. I think Mike's going to try to head that up the best he can, right?
Yes.
I think Zoda might be lurking around on Facebook there, it looks like, or YouTube. I'm not sure.
Smile lines. Whoa, sorry. Hold on. I unmuted Facebook. Hold on. I have voices coming from everywhere. Smile lines can't figure out how to chat on YouTube. She's not very tech savvy. Florence and Michael Jackson are on Facebook watching. We're looking for the O'Donoghue brothers. They're supposed to be on, but I don't see them on Facebook or YouTube yet, but they could be there. Maybe they can't figure out how to chat either.
Shout outs to our viewers. Thank you for jumping in with us today. I know we have a call on hold already.
Wow.
But I don't know if the the person on hold can hear us. We'll find out.
We have no idea, but credit to you for getting us this far. I mean, without you, Bosco and I barely know how to talk to each other on the phone. Well, we both don't like doing that.
You would put a lot of pressure on me, though. The minutes leading up to this here.
You were late. You were definitely late, but that's all right.
Yeah.
But The background looks great. How long did it take you to settle this up? Look at this.
Really,
It's gorgeous.
not that hard. I have tools. I do things, and I don't drop bombs on people. Late in the day, just ridiculous bombs. I don't do that kind of stuff. That's not me. It's not how I roll.
I see Rebecca says hello, Garfellas.
Bosco.
And that is, of course, Zoda. I don't know who MPZ Advantage is, Zoda. I don't know. I guess that's you. Bosco's very busy. He's not even looking at the camera.
Why does it say
It's
welcome
like,
to
it's
church?
like he's not here.
What are you doing in
Which
church? Is that from
Some people are
Seinfeld
probably happy
episode?
that.
Well, I
people are
thought
not
that's what I thought that was a theme. I'd get to listen to people air their grievances.
Okay.
That was kind of where I was going with it.
Is Festivus for? I don't think there's a religion associated with that. I believe. Maybe the religion of Seinfeld. Oh, look, Mike's got one of those little fancy cups.
My Clark Griswold.
Beautiful.
Yep.
What's
if Nancy's listening to this,
what's
I'm
the-
sorry, Nancy.
What are we drinking tonight, gentlemen?
Can you hear me? I feel like
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
talking over each other a lot. All right. Nancy's gonna be mad at me because I broke when I was pulling this out of the china cabinet, because I keep this with the fine Irish Belfast crystal. It's very important.
How
And,
often do you use it?
This or the Belfast
No.
crystal?
The Belfast crystal.
Dinner. If we host Christmas dinner, it comes out.
Once every 2 years.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
that's about right.
Did we ever talk
She
about that?
was.
Did you do the old China bullshit when you got married and then you
Ah,
put it in the
yeah.
attic and never used it?
Never use it. I'm hosting Christmas tomorrow, and we're using paper.
Paper.
But that's probably because you don't want germs on your glasses, right?
It's just easier. I don't want to wash.
Oh, okay.
You got to pre-wash because you haven't used it in 2 years. You got to put it out. You got to be careful. Nobody's be careful. I want to be careful. You take my plates and fling them at each other now. I don't care.
Are you gonna fling
Is
them
it-
at the kid in the garage?
A lot of people are going to be in the garage. So we're all sick, and we wish that we had Omicron because what is going through my house now is significantly worse.
What is it?
It's a virus. It's like a cold, like we used to get all the time. And you just said, well, I'm sick and I got to fight through it. So nowadays, when you get this, you don't fight through it. You whine and cry because whatever. I'm wasting all kinds of tests. It's negative. Nobody's negative. It's just impossible to believe that somebody just has a regular sickness now and it's going through the house like it used to. And it's not COVID. I wish it was.
Why is it impossible to believe? Why are you using all of Gary's tests?
I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. And you know what? I owe him 2 hours of life because I caved. When they canceled the NHL, I was like, oh, my God, this is real now. When they shut down the NHL this year, I was like, oh, my God, I'm going to get my booster shot. And after meeting such ridicule from you two, I was like, you know
All I
what?
said to you was, you're going to ruin Christmas. Why would you get the booster
Yes.
shot the day before Christmas?
And the
It was-
GarCast.
It was
Yes,
terrible.
and the
You know
cast.
what? Why am I going to get a booster that's going to give me a cold when I could just get the cold maybe? And,
Right.
and it's just awful.
And some have a theory that everyone who gets the booster tests positive for Omicron. Just a theory.
Everybody's testing positive for Omicron because everybody has it and they don't know it. And that's
Do you know
the
who's?
problem.
Do you know?
There's nothing wrong.
Do you know who's testing positive? The people who go get tested.
And this goes right back to what Mike's been talking about forever. Why are we testing? Stop. If you're sick,
Stop
stay
the
home.
madness.
Don't go to Bosco's house for Christmas dinner if you're sick. It's that simple, right?
Pretty simple.
Pretty simple.
That's it.
And you
Or
know what the
can come
sad
to
part
dinner,
is?
but you'll,
The people that really need these tests, probably like, the elderly and the ones that are at risk, can't get a freaking test because somebody is making little Johnny test before they come over their house for Thanksgiving. Or it's
that's
Christmas, right?
I didn't think about that. Graham.
Yeah. That
That
bothers
is
me.
really the
Yes.
definition of selfish testing.
Completely
You are-
selfish.
You're using up, number one, all the, you can't even buy a test kit. That's
Correct.
why Bosco has to keep coming over and begging to use
Yep,
yours.
you're
And you don't tell him.
never even considered the selfishness of it. You know what? Nobody tests unless you need it. If you're concerned that you're going to get, otherwise, if you feel sick, stay home. Doesn't matter if it's
still don't know why you
Omicron
need it,
or
but yes.
regular flu or anything else.
I still
Crap.
don't know what the test does for you. How does it make you better?
No, I think what it does, well, so the reason that I would get tested is because then I would know that I'm this killer and I could kill people with my germs, and I would isolate very carefully. But I see your point. You know what? Now that the testing is scarce, it should be limited to the people that really need them.
Right. Again,
And yeah,
we created hysteria, and there's people. I have a friend whose father-in-law has COVID, but I don't know if he was able to get him a test that easily. And you want to treat this early for those people that can be sick. Little Johnny that has no symptoms should not be taking a test from somebody else right now.
So
little Johnny should just sit outside during my holiday. I will pass him his food through the window.
And it's not even little Johnny. It's little Johnny's mom. That's the problem. It's little Johnny's dad. That's the problem. They're the ones.
Not him.
Oh, look, Smile Lines is checking in. She says she's never seen Bosco. So funny. She actually thought you might have been strong, but you're actually weak and meager, she wrote.
Bosco, she said, wait, I got to wait till Bosco's paying attention again. Bosco, the grievances are starting. She's never seen Bosco. So funny. Had a different picture in my head. She probably pictured a very tall, strapping man.
Maybe he's not as meager as she thought.
I don't know. I usually try to under-promise and over-deliver, but I think that's a little difficult with my.
Well, why don't we pull in our first caller here?
we're on time.
Chris Theofield. Let me hit the admit button here.
This guy, I think, only listens when he knows he's going to be on the show.
Pull him in. There's Chris Theofield. Let's see if we get a video feed from him or not. I don't know if we automatically have him muted also.
He's using this guy's not. He's not tech savvy. He's using dial-up or something.
So he wasn't in the waiting room already?
He's been in the waiting room for 10 minutes. He's been texting me.
I'm in.
There he is.
Turn your camera on. You better be wearing an ugly sweater.
I'm naked.
Oh.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's not a problem.
Wait, how do you turn the camera on?
Oh, geez.
Oh, this guy.
Phone.
It's only 3 years, Chris. It's only 3 years since we've been using Zoom.
Bosco, listen, I got to air my grievances with you. I heard a lot of shit about you.
Wait, hold on. I do have the aluminum pole.
Yes,
I did bring that.
I
have it. So go ahead.
Fantastic.
Chris, go ahead.
I'm going to turn. I got to get my outfit on.
Oh.
Yeah,
so I found
Rebecca's in the waiting room too next, which is great. Go ahead.
I found an aluminum pole today in my travels. So I brought it home. It's very dirty and rusty, but figured we had to have it for Festivus.
Did you find that while we're running? Maybe going into someone's backyard to pee?
Yeah, no, I took a dump. I didn't. I found it in my neighbor's backyard.
It's chilly today. If you took a dump today,
actually,
it would be smoky.
Today's run was a beautiful day for a run. There was very little wind. Temperature was like 35. It was a perfect run day. Perfect.
I went outside for like 30 seconds.
We're here.
We're here, dude.
All right, hold on. I'm getting my outfit ready.
He really was naked. You got the gold. What is it? The gold.
He knows. He knows we only gave him 5 minutes.
Oh,
right?
that's right. You go green gold bond, right?
Hold on.
Go with the gold.
I got to get another beer. I'm using natural refrigeration. I'm just going to slide the door open.
How good is the green gold bond versus the yellow?
The green gold bond is fantastic.
What does it do to the testicles?
Oh God, it's the sensation and the coolness is it's really like, I guess it feels like biting into a York peppermint patty, but on your testicles.
Okay, I mean I still do the yellow. Interesting though.
No,
I didn't know they had green.
You got to go green. Green gold bond.
When my son Chris was in the fourth grade, he pulled his groin. So
I don't want to know what you did, Bosco.
I had the Ben-Day, So I said, Christopher, put this on your groin, and he thought the groin meant testicles.
Oh no!
Oh God!
30 seconds later, he was hysterical crying because of the pain. It wasn't like a York peppermint patty; it was like a shark bite.
Yeah,
it was like shoving a York peppermint patty up your ass. That's what that was like. Oh.
That's exactly right.
So what do you got, Chris?
Tell Rebecca. Text Rebecca Bosco. Tell her that we'll be with her soon.
All right. So am I the first caller?
No.
Yeah, you ended up being the first caller.
Let's go, Chris. Let's go.
Okay. Can you see me now?
There he is. Oh, he is naked.
Yeah.
Woo, Studley.
I aim to please, gentlemen. I aim to please.
You do.
You are handsome. Look at you.
I can't find my hat though.
Did you wear your pants?
That outfit does not require a hat.
You look fantastic.
Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you.
So what's your number one issue with Dennis Bosco?
All right. No, I don't. I really don't have a lot of issues. I'm just happy that he kind of came around with this.
I totally came around.
pandemic thing, and we discussed it, and here's my grievance, and I just feel like that those people who are out there just don't accept the fact that we've been down this road for however many over a year and a half now, and I understand that there's risks that are involved, but they first told us that we stay away from each other and wear a mask. We did that. Then they told us to get the vaccine. We did that. Now they're telling us we need a booster. And it continues to not only spread between the people who are vaccinated and unvaccinated. And I get that. So if it can spread with both, why are we still not allowing people to have the choice to do what they want? That's my biggest grievance. I just think it's the most simple. It comes down to the simplest terms. And I just don't understand it. That's my biggest grievance, right? If you want to get it. If you don't want to get it, don't get it. That's your choice to do.
Would you
You're not alone, Chris.
Would you get your booster a day before a GarCast?
Would I?
Yes.
Oh, no, please don't tell me.
No, we talked him out of it.
I was close, Chris. I was going to get it because when they shut down hockey, I said, oh, my God, this is real. The NHL would never shut down unless this was real. I'm getting my booster. And I called Gar, and he's like, you're just an idiot.
No, you texted both of us.
Here's the thing.
Shocked.
The people they keep telling that it's the unvaccinated that are driving this, and it's not the unvaccinated. It's everybody. Everybody can get it. Everybody can spread it. Everybody can get sick.
The point is, it doesn't matter.
Right.
Unless you're in a very specific group, it doesn't seem to matter. They really should have named Omicron cold.
Right.
You tested positive for cold.
Wow.
You tested positive. You have a virus.
Right.
I love it.
Cold. Instead of Omicron, say cold. And
Right.
now all of a sudden.
All right, let our guest speak for the love of God.
Sorry, I thought I was agreeing with him and pumping him up. Sorry, keep going, Chris.
He's going to take his shirt off. Keep this.
And Mike O'Donoghue said to smile, Bosco. Smile, what he said.
So now that's really my biggest grievance for all of this. It's creating hysteria amongst people again.
It is. It's hysteria.
When I'm at work and I worked overnight and I'm seeing the line of people to get a COVID test at between 2:30 and 4 o'clock in the morning down the block. And these people
what?
Selfish.
Yeah,
Selfish people.
Freezing their asses off because of, in my opinion, for what? Because of a cold.
You're going to get confirmed whether or not you have a cold.
I'm glad they're cold. I'm glad they're standing in the cold.
Right, and that's my biggest thing. That's my biggest grievance with this whole thing. I just don't understand how they can continue to. Oh Jesus, I lost you there for a second.
Oh,
we lost you, dude. You're so much better looking than just looking at your name. Please come back.
Hold on, I can't. What the hell?
Get one of your kids.
Do you have the mohawk going right now?
All right, I'm good.
No, you didn't do the mohawk.
Now you're back.
All right, I got you guys.
You know who cuts his hair? Tom Muratori.
Yeah,
well, of course.
I'm gonna be brutally honest with you guys. I came home this morning, just to get off the topic. I came home this morning and took a quick shower and then I went to bed. I haven't brushed my hair or anything. How does it look?
It looks really nice.
This is your morning. You have morning head.
Yeah.
Yes. Exactly.
You know what? It's too bad we're not usually live. If you guys notice, my hairdresser's gift of Rogaine is working. She made a good investment. Look at that. Look how thick that is.
So just
it looks
I don't
luscious.
think so.
Just to address two comments from listeners. Chris, Mike O'Donoghue said that the green gold bomb is for feet. So if you're putting it on your balls, I'm not really sure what's going on.
No. Here we go. Would you guys? I am going to give you. Okay.
Don't give us a sample.
Gold bond because I have it.
Are you going to show us how to apply gold bond to your nuts? This is great.
Well, if you really want to.
I don't think Facebook might flag us.
I haven't manscaped in a while, so I don't know if I could do that. I don't want to turn the listeners off right now.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, maybe for the end of the show when we're wrapping up, but not in the beginning.
Right.
Bosco, Terry Motherway likes your sweater.
Yeah,
okay.
Mike. While he's walking, Mike, you want to hit some of these Facebook comments?
Yeah, Smile Lines gave her description of Bosco.
Yeah.
She thought Bosco was going to be very little in a full suit with black glasses. She doesn't know why.
Like
Hey,
like Mini-Me?
By the
tell
way,
me when you're ready for
$1 million.
the
All right.
school.
hey,
around
Rick,
the
hold
goal.
on. One quick one. We got Fumu checking in. He's watching on Twitch, which is for the gamers. And Mike is smiling because he knew that's where he would
Twitch.
be watching us.
Freaking Twitch.
He
I bet
said,
he's the only one.
Merry Christmas, you animals. Or he said, yeah, animals. Go
And
ahead.
Mike O'Donoghue said he loves Morninghead. And by the way, I said that to see who would catch that. Good job, Mike.
I love Mike. The best.
Rebecca, we're going to get to you next. She's
All right, settle
watching
down,
us. We'll get to
Rebecca.
you soon,
Settle
Rebecca.
down. You
I
were
got
late
her.
with the banquet beer. We're going to be late for you. Chris, back to you.
All right, so here we go. The gold bond. We have yellow. Here we go. Got yellow.
That's
Yep,
what I have.
body- hold
That's
on.
what I use.
Body powder. It's for anywhere on your body. Doesn't say nuts, but it's for anywhere.
Correct.
It does feel
Now,
very nice on the nuts. The
Green.
yellow.
Yeah.
green. Green. What do we got here? This is
Triple
extra.
action, absorbing, itch relieving, cooling. Doesn't say anything about a body part.
So you
Now,
can put it
Is
in
that
your
the
Are we
peppermint
ready?
patty? Is that the
Here
peppermint
we
patty?
go. Blue.
Whoa! I didn't know.
Oh,
there was blue.
Mike, it's the blue Mike.
So do you put that on your foot?
Yes, I do. I use it liberally with all.
Did you ever get
all-
crazy and put the
all-
blue on your balls?
Listen, in a pinch, I'm putting it down there.
Okay.
You know,
If you ran out of the yellow and green, you would do it.
I
not
like
that,
that.
not that I want to do it now, but in your spare time, get back to us. Try to figure out in the ingredients what's the difference between the three. Like it's kind of like Johnny Walker Blue, Johnny Walker Gold, Johnny Walker Green. They're going for the same thing there. What's the difference?
Well, I can tell you that the green is extra strength. It's more like it's a cooling sensation.
The
They're
peppermint patty.
used to it. If you don't gradually ease yourself in with using the yellow, when you go right to green, and I had a gentleman that I coached lacrosse with, Tim. He went right to green, and he was he was a little bit word am I looking for? Nervous when he first
Right.
put it on because he felt that sensation, much like Dennis's son. If you're not accustomed to that feeling
It's
of
kind of like
cool hotness, so to speak, like the Ben Gay.
but
then
you don't know how far it's gonna go, right? You're
I
like,
didn't know what to do. So when Chris was having his catastrophe, I didn't know where to go. So like if you eat too much hot food, so sometimes you say have rice. You know, if you have rice, that kills the heat. If you had a bite of hotness, I didn't know if I should put rice there. He just
Yeah,
had to tough it out. It was a long
I think
night.
the rice would have helped down
You're
in the
gonna
Right
put
body
his
on the
area.
balls in rice?
Yeah, well, like you do a phone. If your phone gets wet, you dip it in rice. If your balls are reacting to the gold bond, you could put them in rice too.
Here you go, Dennis. I got something for you with that. With the testicles and the feeling of any type of pain in that area, you must get a bag of frozen peas and just cup them right around it. I've had, a few hernias, a varicocele. Let me tell you, the frozen peas bag around the testicle area, there's nothing like it.
Is there an impact on shrinkage?
Well, I mean,
You're married. What do you care about shrinkage now?
Yeah,
Well,
I mean,
you're right.
for
Maybe,
Now you're
me,
getting weird,
maybe your
Bob.
son
You're
would
getting
care, but you don't care.
for me, I'm on waist down. So
all right, people are starting to drop off now because we're talking
Oh,
about nuts too long.
Wow, this is
Bosco,
amazing
just back to
feedback.
Bosco, your appearance. I want to focus on that. Smile Lines is confused. Rebecca's on Facebook. Smile Lines is on YouTube. So I'm monitoring the chats. So I'm now going to pass a message back. I'm not sure if Smile Lines is going to be receptive to anything from Rebecca after what happened with the advice from the soccer guy. But Rebecca did say the camera makes him appear larger. Smile Lines. He is little. I think a lot of guys know you in person. And I met you. You are small.
You
You were
are
definitely-
small.
So honestly, guys, what do you think? How is it? Not bad. Not bad.
I mean, are you going to make the NYPD calendar? Are you going to get a month for 2022? What are we doing? Did they do that, or is that the firemen?
It's just the fireman. I'm a little disappointed. I petitioned for it, but I got shot down.
And that's and for the listeners out there, that's the FDNY I was talking about, the calendar. Yes, and the
Not the
NYPD does not do a calendar. Yes.
No.
Hey, I was with a friend of yours, and I forgot that you guys know each other till after I left the party last Saturday. But I believe you told me you know Sean Stone, right?
Sean and we actually worked together. We came into our unit.
Yes, we had that conversation at the Casa, 4th of July, 2020.
Oh,
And I was at the Duffy Christmas party last Saturday, and Sean and Maria were there.
Was that the night?
And
Because he said
What's that?
he said he was partaking in quite a few Guinness beers that evening. So
it could have been. I didn't talk to him really just the way, but I was talking to his wife for a while because the hostess of the party, Kirsten Duffy, because I always put when Gar is not lazy and he puts the episode art and stuff on Instagram, I'll put up my story. Funny enough, he started doing it again. She was like, let me listen to this, Kirsten. She loves the show. She was telling Maria Stone that she's got to listen. So maybe Maria will listen to this one this week and she'll be like, holy crap, I know that guy.
And I know more about his balls now than I ever thought I would.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Ooh, I like. Is that a moose cup?
Oh, this is my Christmas vacation Wally World glass.
Fantastic. We have a friend who has glasses like that too. The Anthony Camilleri. He drinks eggnog.
He does.
Yeah, I didn't want to go eggnog tonight. I have 6 a.m. swim practice, and that would have led to some issues. I'm going to stick with the light beer.
I understand.
Well, we should probably get to some more callers. Rebecca's been on hold.
Well, I will say this, Chris. So far, you are the outfit of the show. We'll see how the rest of everybody dresses. Way to go.
I set the bar high.
Be Festivus, Chris. Good to see you, man.
And Zoda's pissed that you were first and not him. So we'll see.
Well, I appreciate it, gentlemen. It's always a pleasure to speak to you guys. God bless you and all your families, all your listeners out there. Stay safe and healthy, and God bless America.
God bless
and don't
America.
get tested. See you later.
Goodbye.
Jen Budaletti Panola. Who's that, Bosco?
Jen, swipe right from the train.
She said, love this. Hi, Den Bob, and nice to see all you guys in person. Den Bob, you have the best background. Swipe right, Jen. Yes, I love it. She hashtagged her name. Hashtag swipe right, Jen. Can we kick Chris out, or is he staying? What is he doing?
No, what do I do?
Just hang out. Hang up.
You can stay. Just mute yourself. That's all.
I'm muted.
Okay.
Look at Rebecca.
Hey, Rebecca.
Fellas, I'm trying to get my screen maximized here in the little.
Did you get all done up just for this?
I just came back from yoga and I said I look like a mess. So the lipstick, you guys should start wearing lipstick. It really makes a big difference.
Ooh,
Yeah, well, you know how we feel about that. It's not well, as long as you're not swimming against my daughters, a guy in lipstick. I have no problem with it. Actually, it's fine.
That's
Great
an
point.
interesting topic this week. Running, swimming. There's a lot of.
We're very into fitness here at the GarCast.
And just the competition itself. It's a big thing.
Do you have you experienced your destination sexuality? Are you secure?
I am secure. I
You know what you are.
I do. But I do think that the concept
hang
of
on.
calling it the destination is very interesting. It's good. I think.
Yeah, I was serious about that with Bosco. Like, I never thought about it like that, Bosco. He's a very thoughtful guy.
He is thoughtful. Oh, well,
Well, you know how I am with the times.
you are.
So, Rebecca, do you remember, tell us about the first time you met Dennis Bosco? The short version, like
him.
just give me a little something.
So easy.
Train, what was it?
Yeah, it was definitely the train. So he was part of a group that my friend's mother would ride with. We were like the young people then, and now
Your friend's mother. He was hanging out with your friend's
It's
mother.
a multi-generational thing here. So
wow. Okay.
we have
Good answer.
people that are in their 20s up to, I guess, if everybody was still riding, close to 70. Some retire. We've had many people in our broader group retire.
Okay.
I started just coming out on Fridays because I was living in Brooklyn and I would come out on the weekends. Stay at my parents' house. My husband was working in Long Island.
You were a weekend commuter.
I was
Interesting.
a weekend commuter. And then after my 16-year-old was born, I came back to full-time commuting. So I don't remember. I think it was before the actual commuting. So it's been a very, very long, probably close to 20 years that I've had the displeasure of knowing
Yeah.
Den Bob.
Did
only
you
been like a
start
year and a
riding
half
in
for
our
me.
car because of you felt that I was attractive? You can say it here.
Yeah, I gotta say no.
No, okay, just checking.
I didn't really notice you because when I'm standing,
You were looking right over the top. Yeah.
Yeah, they put in those
Well, you
high
can't see.
seats.
A lot of times you think that my seat is empty because you look down the car
Oh,
and,
yeah,
and you
yeah.
can't tell that I'm sitting in it. But then you get to the seat and you're like, oh, damn it. Like in a parking lot, you think there's an open spot and
Right.
then it's like a,
Is that how you met him? Did you accidentally sit on his lap? You didn't know he was there?
no, that did not happen.
You
but
could
to
get
be
a
fair-
job with the NYPD if you did that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's another crazy story.
Ooh, that was good. If we had a regular GarCast, we'd dig into that. Again.
Yes.
Yeah, I think with the cameras on and guests, probably not a good topic.
I think we hired her as an intern for our program. But
Who,
anyway,
Rebecca or the dancer?
the
Oh,
dancer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't get.
Well, she's
don't get all-
retired now. I think she's probably available.
Right. Anyway.
Yeah, but I do have a lot of grievances.
Please.
But before I do, Mike, can you show for the loyal listeners the scared look face you get when Dennis opens his mouth?
Yeah, I think it has a lot to do with the eyes. Let me see if I can do it. I kind of do like a something like that.
No, right.
Very familiar look. We're all familiar with that expression.
One of these, like, or maybe it's like this. Yeah, like I'm like, and I think you all know those moments because you probably feel it too while you're listening. And I'm just like, I think I described it pretty well last week. I hear what he's gonna say next, and I'm like, oh my god, how am I gonna
I
clean
toe the
this up?
line. I think that I toe the line.
See, you're lucky though, because it's just like three of you. When we're on with our full train crew, there's a whole car full of train people near us that we don't know. And how he refers to, I believe the proper phrase these days is an Asian American individual. We
had a lot of Asian moments early with Bosco.
Yes, we know he had an issue with calling everybody the Chinaman. But he does things like that on the train. And it's like, and depending upon where you're sitting, you might be facing the entire train car. In the
we have a chair, we call it the death chair.
And
the one that sticks out by itself?
Yeah.
Like the five-seater? Yeah.
Unless there's
or
in the double deckers, unless there's like a taped up, ad on the side, it's a horrible spot.
You make a good point. I mean, we do always have the ability to have guard delete it. We've never done that, by the way.
No.
But we have we definitely have a safety net on the train.
He's not crossed that line yet.
You have no safety net. He hasn't. And we have listeners of all religious backgrounds, races, destination sexualities, and when he's going down one of those roads, I'm usually thinking of those particular listeners that I may have to apologize to, but he hasn't gone there. I've never apologized to anybody. We haven't gotten that far.
I think I love everyone.
Our resident Chinaman listener, Leo, is one of the more patient, nicest souls.
They are very patient people.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
As a true member of the chosen people, although he is not, I too, like Andy, have also.
Oh, excellent. Did you? Yeah, it's too bad. Andy, I think, is on a plane to Florida.
I've had to, overlook some of his.
Were you aware of his Jewish grandmother before you heard the episode?
I was, and if I were the opposing lawyer with the synagogue job, I would have totally laid into him. He would have been dead in the deposition. It would have been over.
Are you a lawyer?
I am.
Oh,
he's a trial attorney.
I'm going to do a Bosco line. Bosco would say,
"Well, books right here." If you need,
I think Bosco would say a lot of Jews are lawyers, right?
Yes.
I think that's probably what he said. Yeah.
That's what he would say.
And Irish, so he'd probably say I'm just a drunk lawyer.
Well,
Drunk attorney.
Yeah, he hasn't. I think he's because probably I'm on. He doesn't really insult the Irish, but it's probably.
Speaking of drinking, I
haven't had a chance. I could come around.
What do you got?
What do you?
Oh, yes.
Wait. Bosco, be quiet. We gotta go back to Rebecca. Wait, what was that?
It's a course banquet.
Yes. I have
and
mine.
I do want to point out,
I
although
went
I
vodka
was
tonight.
late, excellent. I did pay back with interest.
You did.
It wasn't just
Yes.
a six-pack. So
No,
I hope you
it was
enjoyed that
excellent.
It was
on a very unjoyous day for your people.
Your people.
The
No, I
Buckeye
mean-
people.
Not you people. I mean the Ohio State people.
The Buckeyes.
The chosen people? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm confused.
Oh no,
I'm confusing
Gar's
topics.
family. The Ohio State game that I had it delivered the day before the Ohio State Michigan game.
You did good. You're not a welcher. Good job.
Not
No.
at all. We're actually
So I
talking
have
about.
a lot of
Wait,
world
what other grievances? We got to start focusing on grievances.
I
We're getting
got-
away from the
I
got-
topic of the show.
I got Michael
Specific-
Zoda and Andrew Shaw on hold. So.
I will be quick. Not too many words.
Yeah,
my
let's do that
grievance-
happen. That'll be a first.
Well, you're here, so okay. Two things. One, in order to increase your listeners, I mean the millions we have, but if you want to increase your female fan base, I think the next movie you should do is a romantic comedy or what you might call a chick flick. Find something that you guys don't want to vomit when you watch.
Interesting.
Put it out there. You might increase the female listenership.
I mean, we'll you are the one of our loyalist female listeners.
I think
We
Den
should
Bob
trust
has
your
said
advice.
we don't care about female listeners. I think
No,
Den Bob has said
I never
that.
said
That
that.
makes sense.
I've
Yeah.
never said that.
I
Rebecca,
just got
do
a
you have
question.
recommendation? Do you have a
ahead.
recommendation of one of these
Good question.
chick picks?
Good question.
It sounded
Maybe
like yeah.
Don't say The Notebook. Don't say The Notebook.
Oh, I'm not
that
watching
one.
that.
It was no.
I'm just getting a beer. I can hear you. I'm
I
getting a
love
beer.
that show, by the way.
How about Love Actually? Huge cast, sort of a holiday movie, end of the year.
I saw that, and I actually ended up enjoying that. Who was in that? That was
Everybody.
Mother of
Can we
Dragons.
at least go with it? Can we go with the Hugh Grant movie? Those are kind of funny.
He's in that.
Mother
Oh, good.
Of,
He was
I'm in.
the
I'm in.
Prime Minister.
wasn't
I'm
Mother
in
of
for Love
Dragons,
Actually.
Right? Wasn't that her?
Love
in that?
Actually, writing it down.
Yeah, that was actually good.
It's him. It's Professor Snape. We got who else? Lots of people. Big cast. Everybody will find somebody they like. So that's my first grievance. Get some, just one. You don't need to do it every month. And then the other one, I did write notes, so I don't talk too much.
Wish Bosco would do that.
More original content. Now, since it is Festivus, I think there's like a nice segue to Larry David here. And I just gotta say, if Gar and Gar Father watched Curb Your Enthusiasm a little more religiously,
I'm working on it.
you might really start challenging Bosco on his stories of things he says happened to him.
Okay.
He's adapting things and saying they happened in his life, and I don't think they did.
Okay.
For
You
example-
notice since that one story he embellished, I do now when he tells a story, I'd be like, did you really do that? Like even with the last week with arguing with the lady at the eye place, I was like, did she really sound like that?
And there was a whole Curb Your Enthusiasm where Larry went to an eye doctor.
I
This
didn't see that. So
Yeah,
you're
this-
questioning if that actually happened.
I
It
am.
did. It
It's
happened.
amazing.
This is
I've
good.
never seen or heard him talk about contact lenses ever.
Does he wear glasses on the train?
Yes,
He
He
does,
does.
just to look cool.
Yeah, totally. That's a look.
I think he needs them to see, like to read.
He
Now,
doesn't. He admitted last week he doesn't even need them.
They
I
just
don't
make me
know.
see better. They help.
It
It's-
doesn't
I've
make
got-
him look taller, but I don't know.
I've got one question for Bosco and one question for Rebecca. Bosco, I know we only covered the medical field. Zoda raised a good question. Lawyer. You're hiring a lawyer. Man or woman?
What is the purpose of this attorney?
I knew you were going to say that. It does depend on the situation. I knew you were
am
gonna say that.
hiring- So like, am I the plaintiff or the defendant?
I'm going to say defendant. A lot more on the
Women.
line for you.
Wait,
Woman. She's going to be the
criminal?
hottest lawyer that I could find. She's going to be hot, and she's going to throw the prosecution or the plaintiff off guard because she's going to be so hot that
That doesn't
nobody's going to
happen.
think about my crime, and they're going to be excited about her, showing up.
No, that doesn't happen.
What
would
about-
you do? What would you recommend, Rebecca?
I
Yes.
am fine going up against a hot one. Oh, that sounded really bad.
Rebecca, you're
Here,
beautiful,
And
baby.
You are
my
beautiful.
point. There you go. Thank you, Rebecca. Thank you
I
for
have
your
no
input.
problem having an adversary who is an attractive female. It doesn't bother me.
Got it. Okay. That was that was a good one. And then Rebecca, my question for you, Smile Lines is listening. She's seeing you for the first time. We had an interesting interaction. But I think there's mutual respect there. Well,
Huge.
you respected the way she handled your situation.
100%. She didn't waste
Okay.
any time. She
Right.
gave me a cursory response because her response was unnecessary at that point because I had made a decision, which
And
she
I
might not
think-
have actually agreed with, but it was easier to push me off by being like, yeah, great job.
Yeah, no, I mean I think you respect that. And she's digging your appearance here. She said great movie choice, and it's a great idea. The getting some female listeners by doing one of those movies. So I think you guys you're back on good terms. That's great.
All right. I'm sure I will have many more soccer challenges as the years go on.
Rebecca,
So isn't it
are
hard?
you-
Isn't it the worst?
Are you
Isn't it
from
the
Long
worst?
Island, Rebecca?
I am.
All right. Your accent sounded not Long Island in the beginning, but now it sounds more Long Island.
She's loosening it up. She's relaxed.
Maybe
Right.
I'm just drunk. No, I didn't even open the beer. I don't know. I went to school in Pennsylvania, so maybe that.
Oh,
changed.
there's a little Pennsyltucky in you. That's interesting.
My dad was from Boston, had the big
Up.
Boston accent forever, so might have done something. So just to point out Dennis's plagiarism, I'll also point out that there was a whole episode surrounding a female car service driver with Larry David. So
See,
I really have to
so he
wonder,
faked that too. He faked
I
that
don't
too.
the whole I can't back out of the driveway. I'm fine driving straight. I think he's just
Okay. God.
A
You know
doubt.
what, Rebecca? We have a new role for you on the show. Fact
Fact
checker.
checker.
Fact checker.
Fact checker.
We have our
I
own.
love this. Gary,
What?
not an assigned spot, but maybe we bring Andy on quickly just to get the whole tribe together. Bosco, Rebecca, Andy.
He's connecting. I have Zoda in. I muted him. I can unmute him. Theo Field's freaking me out a little bit with that grin.
He's fine. He looks awesome. We got to keep him right there. He looks great.
I don't know if it's a still photo or if he's just very stable.
Let me unmute. Actually, I don't know if I can do it.
Maybe Andy and Chris can have a push-up contest or something.
I'm gonna
Feats of strength.
ask Zoda to unmute himself while Andy connects here.
Oh, look, I see Zoda. I'm nervous.
There he is. Oh, he's got the wife beater hat on too. I love it.
No, he's fresh
Wife?
out
What do
of
you
it.
mean? What's a wife beater hat?
What's
It's
a
like
wife beater
that.
hat?
I think that's it.
Oh, it's a Redskin
Oh,
hat.
it's the Redskins. Yes, go
Go
Redskins.
Skins.
Washington football team.
No,
What?
no.
What
It's
is
the
it?
Redskin.
I don't know what that is.
What
It's
are
a
we
football
drinking?
team that they cancel culture canceled.
So
Reds- yeah.
what are we drinking tonight, Zoda?
Guinness.
Nothing wrong with that.
Excellent
L'chaim.
choice.
I had IPAs. Hanging out, having a good time.
He's in for the long haul. Nice.
Why not? It's Festivus for the rest of us.
That's right.
It
And
is. Have a little
are you
more
bouncing
alcohol.
around from Festivus party to Festivus party all day, just airing grievances across Long Island? Is that your thing?
I am not. I got off work, planned to be here, and I'm here.
Damn. Oh, that's that. That's tall. Is that a Guinness?
Yeah.
Well, thanks for
Nice.
coming. We want to hear grievances. Let's go, Mike.
What do you got?
Turn. It's my turn.
Let's go.
Yeah, you're important.
Oh.
You're very important to this because I feel like you, unlike Bosco, have listened to every episode of the GarCast.
Yes.
Oh.
You,
So
you've
you're like
listened to
you're
more
the
than
historian.
Bosco, no doubt.
You're the GarCast historian.
Full,
So go.
full disclosure, I didn't start in the very beginning. And then out on the soccer fields, Gary would talk with Muratori and Theofeld. And I was like, what is this GarCast? What are you talking about? So I probably didn't catch up until about 10 episodes in.
I mean, that's pretty early. That's very
Yeah.
good.
But yes, it's very early. Since then, I don't know if it's embarrassingly so, but I listen to every episode every week.
Not at all. Something to be proud of. Something to be proud
Yeah.
of.
Love it.
So-
Something to be proud of.
So yes, I definitely listen to more episodes than Den Bob. That's a given.
Oh, no doubt.
And the easy target is Den Bob, but I'm gonna venture off a little bit and piggyback a little bit on Rebecca. The movie of the month.
Oh.
What is December's movie of the month?
Yeah,
Gar?
it's
You know,
Gar comes up with these ideas and then he just lets it go.
I did pull back on that because I knew we were going to have this big festival
Oh, stop.
today.
Stop.
And I know
Stop.
I'm with you. You're with me right
we
there.
we
You know
might
that.
have, if Den Bob gives me shit, we might actually have the awards show next week. Now, if not, we're kind of screwed. But I figured there was a lot going on this month, and I would pass on the movie of the month.
Okay, I'll give you a pass then. As long as it kicks back into gear and it doesn't go to the wayside like your question of the week.
Now, how do you feel?
That was my grievance, Soda. Yes. Yes.
How do you feel about chick flicks?
We're on the same
for
page.
Chick flicks for our movie of the week, like Rebecca suggested.
I'm fine. I'm inclusive of all women, unlike my second grievance, which we all know is coming from last week.
Go ahead.
That-
Yeah.
Come on
What?
now. Are we to teach our daughters not to try and become orthopedic surgeons? To not
Three
be
daughters right here. 3 daugers.
Well,
My kids were crying.
Well,
'cause
I
they-
think you want to push them towards something,
got
but they could be
Emma.
a doctor.
No, what? They can't be orthopedists according to you, or a
I
dentist.
think that they
according
would be better suited. They might be better suited as another type of doctor.
I am going to tell you that
Oh,
my
boy.
dentist is a female, and you would love to gaze into her eyes
Oh.
working in your mouth. I'm just throwing that out there.
Whoa.
Ah. You know, the good news for our daughters, Zoda, is that they now should become orthopedists, so they'll never have to meet Den Bob because he won't go to them.
That's a good point.
They're safe.
I like-
They're safe.
I liked his comment was like, oh, a small petite woman wouldn't be able to manipulate this or that. What? Oh, all women are small and petite now? Is that what we're
Right.
saying, Dennis?
Just you, Den Bob.
Well, I mean, he loves to live with a Cheeto eating, corn dog sucking down wife of his.
That's not right.
Sorry,
That's
sorry,
not
that was a
right.
layup, Dan Bob. I
I'm
love
not
Colleen.
going there.
I think the people want to see what Colleen looks like. Let's get her on.
She's not a fan of the show. She's not a fan of Bosco.
Is she not a fan of the show?
Bosco. Or me. Maybe
I understand.
you'd have a better chance of her listening to it if I was not on.
Oh well, we could arrange that.
I need to get ice from my drink. I'd be right back. Keep talking.
The funny part, though, that
So
is-
to go, yeah.
I sometimes wonder, like, is he really being serious right now? Like some of the things you say, is like is he just messing with us?
Unfortunately, that's why Colleen hates me so much. That really is me.
Well,
I think that's
according-
where the hatred is stemming from.
According to Rebecca, he's a complete fraud. But I think maybe that part is real. I think we do catch him in real moments where we get him to be completely honest. And I don't think Larry David ever did an episode on male, female, which doctor you should be. So I think we're ahead of Larry David on that one.
Yeah, there's no hatred here. It's just one of those where, like, is he really being serious? Like, is this what he really thinks? That's all.
Well, you just tell me if you ever thought about it. Does it ever make sense to you? Do you think that, if you had a ditch digger, and in today's climate, we know how valuable it is to have the trades and the working people. Who would you rather, if I was a ditch digging boss and I had to put together a team of ditch diggers,
That's making me very nervous, by the way. I did the face for a second.
Who would I put it out to? Do I think that? And listen, maybe there is a woman. It's possible that she would be able to dig a ditch as well as a man, but I'm playing the odds here. I'm playing the odds.
Well, that's where my response would be: is I want the best ditch diggers, regardless of sex. Just like I want the best person in whatever field we're talking about, regardless of sex, regardless of race, anything. That's the point.
Right.
That is the point.
And if it was possible to establish that, so for example, during my interview session, if I could interview them and say, here, I want you to dig. We're going to have a race. Who digs the fastest hole? And that person and then I would hire the fastest hole diggers. Yeah, and I mean, that's fine. And again, maybe if I needed a neat hole that had a perfect shape, the woman would clearly win that one. But if I just needed to get sheer depth, I'm thinking the man's going to win, and I would save my time and not have to do the tryout and just hire the men. Just saying. I'm just saying.
Generalize. That's what we're doing. Generalizing.
I mean, it's his opinion,
Hey,
Thank you for your grievance. You're
by
not
the way-
alone.
By the way, Den Bob, by the way, I used to be next door neighbors with
Uh-oh.
Red.
No
With
way.
Rez? The driver?
Oh,
Did he ever drive you anywhere?
He did not, but I've had a couple beverages with him
Oh,
over
you
the
mean
years.
in Twin Oaks? Because he's been in St. James for 20 years. You mean in Twin Oaks?
No, on St. James Avenue North.
He's still. Oh, you're not there anymore.
I moved.
Yeah, Zoda's allowed to move
Because
too,
of Rez? Did you move because of Rez?
If you're asking my wife, yes. If you're calling me, no.
Whoa!
No, I'm kidding. That was a joke.
She's voting you off Survivor Island.
No, in case Rez listens, which I don't think he really listens loyally, because I talked to him like about a month ago, and I said, "Hey, just so you know, I listen to the GarCast," and he was like, "What?" So
No, he doesn't know what it is. He just drives.
He just drives, and he bailed when we had our fancy steak dinner. He didn't come.
I saw a picture of your table at the steak dinner. Could
Yeah.
barely see you. You were so
No.
little with everybody else.
Well, that's because everybody else was normal size.
Like I was zooming in to try. I'm like, where is he? He was tagged in here. Where the hell is he?
yeah, so what a small world, right? That I used to
That
live
is
in
awesome.
That's
Yeah.
Zoda. That's crazy. That's
and
crazy.
hung out
Rez.
with him all the time. Yeah, we hung out.
Legend.
drank, yeah, hung out.
He's
yeah.
part of GarCast lore. The Rez.
He is.
I moved about a half a mile away.
Good
Yeah.
move.
So yeah, Rez is
That's
part
far
of the
enough.
famous deli crew. We've been friends since. Well, Rez and I knew each other and have been friends since like the third grade. We go
Right.
back that far. That's why my
Listen,
friends are full. I don't really
I-
need new ones.
I moved to I stayed in the same town where we still bag leaves or at least rake our own leaves, unlike
Yes.
Park or whatever, you know.
Yeah. How's East doing?
East is pretty good. East went, I think they had a better season in soccer than West. I know.
Is that
I know. Anto wasn't playing, of course, because he graduated.
Yeah, listen, a couple of important player.
Yeah,
important
the boys,
player left.
The boys, East did better. They both got knocked out in the first round, right?
We did not get knocked out in the first round there, Gar.
We did.
Get your facts straight.
Sorry. But the girls did go to the Suffolk County Finals, which is pretty freaking awesome.
They did. Both girls did, and it was amazing.
East versus West. It was
Midtown
pretty cool.
Soccer. I was there. That was a great game.
You were there?
Wait, who won? Wait, who won the game?
West won what? 1-0 on a penalty kick? Or it wasn't a penalty kick. It was a free kick. It was a
free kick. It was a
free
free kick
outside the 18. Probably about 25
And that's why,
yards.
And that's why people who love soccer, and that's why people who hate soccer, hate soccer.
It was
a tough way to lose.
You know what? It was a great game. Those girls played hard, and it was fun.
I mean,
to watch.
I love watching games like that, but other people would have been like, "What the hell?" You know, like that's how it ends. You know, but that's exciting to me.
And can I ask one more thing? One more. I don't want to say it's a grievance. I know there are a lot of loyal listeners waiting to get on. Tip your postal worker. Why not?
I did today.
What's $10 or $20 to help enhance their salary? Believe it or not,
yeah.
I used to know a postal worker years ago where they don't make a lot of money.
And they're always angry. That's why they're probably so angry. They go.
No, mine's not angry. My guy's greatest.
Well, they're Floral Park tippers.
Listen, they work hard, and this one particular person I knew years ago would actually keep track of his tips, of course, and thank his customers,
of course,
that he would deliver to, and he kept track of it, and he would count on that money to enhance his salary. They do not make a lot of money, and for those of you in fancy places like Smithtown West or Floral Park.
Listen, no. Whoa. Don't bring Floral Park into this. We tip Mike, loyal listener Mike O'D, and I have the same mailman, Robbie.
We're in agreement.
We take care of him.
Guys. Just us
we take care of him.
So that's a good point. And just a follow-up story to the garbage men in my town.
Garbage men? I didn't.
Or women.
I was close.
Yeah, I guess.
I was close this year.
Equal opportunity, either one of them would be fine. But anyway, I noticed since the tip, my garbage pails are placed neatly exactly back where I left them. Whereas the week before the tip, they were strewn about the block all the time. On their side, they'd be in the street.
Yeah, but did you tip last year?
I mean, maybe.
You didn't. No, you didn't.
Not.
That's why. That's why they were strewn. You son of a bitch. You were lying to us.
Me for a whole year.
You have not tipped in a few years. We talked about it here. You pretended like you've always tipped them. You've tipped them for the first time this year in 15 years, and they fixed your garbage pails nice. You son of Rebecca, he's full of shit.
No, I always said you should tip. I never said that I did tip.
Oh, God.
I said that you should tip. And then No. You see, this show makes me a better man.
Well, I agree. We talked you out of the booster yesterday. We talked you to tip in the garbage men. We're saving you.
I don't need therapy from a woman. I have you guys.
I might tip the garbage guys next week. You might change my mind here.
You can throw them the New Year's tip.
I wonder if you get more bang for the buck if you tip after, because they're not expecting it. So right now they're getting tips from everywhere. They're trying to count. Oh yeah, tipper, no tipper, tipper, no tipper. But then if you tip for the new year, they're gonna be like,
I've done that.
Remember.
Like back in that shitty world where we used to have to go to an office every day. It would be hard to catch them. So like sometimes it'd be like mid-January. It'd be like, guys, Happy New Year! I'm home today, and they do like that. That's a good move. You stand out.
But maybe I'll do it. You might have changed my mind, Zoda.
Tuesday morning, and Zoda, sorry, I want to. I'm glad you brought it up. So I was ready. Tuesday morning, I'm ready. I got the money in an envelope, and I write on the envelope. Very important. I didn't get my card, but I write on the envelope. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. From the Redmonds, 149 Marshall Avenue, because I figured they go back to the shop. They got a book where they put it down.
Yeah.
Right? You got to put the address. You got to put the name.
Probably a marble notebook.
Good idea.
Marble.
Yeah, very important. It's probably a giant one where all the garbage men come to it and they sign in.
Now,
they put it in. Did you
address it to them? Because I used their names that they did to me.
I don't know their names. They don't give me a card.
They
anyway,
give me a postcard.
But I'm stressed. I'm sitting here. I'm waiting. I'm in the back. I'm like, I'm going to hear the truck. But sometimes that truck is stealthy. Sometimes you miss it. You don't hear the air brake. You don't hear the rumble. And I heard it. I'm like, oh my God, they're right out front. Like sprinting out, had it by the door, went out. I was like, and the guy sees me coming. I'm like, here you go. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I look at the guy driving, gave him the old point, gave me the thank you thumbs up. The guy
Did he
took
give you the air horn honk?
Didn't give me the horn, but he handed it right to the
probably
driver.
was
They must have had a box in there, like just
Yeah,
handed
but
it right
I think
inside.
if you gave enough,
Boom.
you might have gotten the air horn honk.
They didn't look in the envelope. I mean, I had
So
it
they don't
sealed.
know.
And then the mailman's a little less stressed. Put it in the box with the flag up, and then it was gone. So, Zoda, very important. I agree. I mean, do you agree with the garbage men, Zoda? You brought up the post.
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
All right.
definitely.
No, absolutely. Whenever you have an opportunity, whenever you have the opportunity to give something very little that's not going to impact your life and make somebody else have an awesome day, you should do it.
Grievances
Zoda.
I've heard before is Bosco talking over the guests. And
That
he just
happens.
did it.
It happens.
Because Zoda was
He's
about
excited.
to
You
respond.
got to get another drink.
And
Drink
then
away.
Bob just started blabbering.
So, Zoda,
Listen,
go ahead.
I'm all right. I know I said one last thing, but what do we think the Washington Redskins are going to become? The Commanders? Do you guys even care?
I'm calling them the Redskins forever.
I don't mind. I hope. I mean, I said Redskins when he came on. They're not going to go back to that. Just stay with the Washington Football Club, as far as I'm concerned. Don't give it a goofy name.
Football team's pretty cool.
You want a goofy name?
I wanted Warriors, but they said no. It's too much like Redskins, so you can't do that.
Oh my God!
I can't do.
How about politically correct pussies? Maybe
Yes.
we should call them that.
We could keep talking about this too. I mean, yes.
That's a
Quarter in
great
the
name.
jar. Quarter of the jar.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
Did I
yeah.
say that out loud?
You've been better at that, Gar. You've been better.
Haven't
Didn't
I?
the
Terry-
Indians
Ter-
actually like that name?
The
Because
pussies?
it-
Terry
gave them
Motherway.
honor?
Terry Motherway just said the real Bosco has been exposed.
There's some great comments, by the way, right now.
Wow, Brian Pavane is watching. My old coworker. I don't know. Is he a secret GarCast listener?
Smile Lion said
Interesting.
hi to Sunil, who's only. I guess he's only on the sideline right now. He's in hold.
Yeah, but he has respect. He wrote back the great smile lines. He knows.
Michael Ryan wrote "Gold Bond guy got dressed," and he has.
Oh, he's wearing a hoodie.
Yeah,
Look at that.
he changed.
Am I going to say like
Smile
Theo
Lines
does? Yeah.
always tip. Yeah, Theo Field. Chris, you can turn your mic on and talk to Zoda real quick. You guys can talk about how ridiculous the kickers
Hi, Mike.
have gotten.
Chris, I haven't seen you in a long time. How you been?
Pretty good. How about yourself, buddy?
All right, man. I'm all right.
Don't you miss Zoda
You know,
at the sidelines? On the sidelines?
Yes, I do.
I miss
Zoda
you, and I miss
lot.
your daughter a lot.
Yeah, you know what? Honestly, Mike, I love you, but I truly have to say I miss Emma out there with the girls playing because she was and still is. She's such a great player and such even a better kid.
Yeah.
Thank
Oh,
you.
wow. It's getting very touching.
That's nice.
She
You
really
want to
is.
be an orthopedist?
She might. She's had a lot of. She had surgeries on her hip, and so
Oh, man.
that
Yeah.
might be something that she would do. And you know what? I'm going to be the parent that tells her you can do whatever you want,
Amen.
regardless of what other people think.
Listen,
was her doctor,
I'm
was her doctor a man or a woman?
It doesn't matter though. It's the
I'm just
best
curious.
doctor available.
What was the best that was available?
Woman. I don't see man or woman. My dentist is a woman. I don't care that she's a woman.
Yeah, I bet you do.
Mike, let me just say something for Bosco here. I'm a big, as the youngest of 5 boys, I wasn't into girls, but having 3 daughters, I'm huge on girl power. Huge, as Mike, states. And I think, Mike, what we should do, how about we turn Emma and I'll get Kate. We'll turn the 2 of them loose on his boys and see what happens. Because I'm pretty sure I'll put my money on those 2.
Oh, yeah.
What do you
I'll put money on Kate and Emma as well.
No doubt.
And the funny thing about it is when Den Bob says, to manipulate this and that, I'm telling you, Emma would wreck Den Bob. I mean, really?
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Den
Absolutely.
Bob?
I would. Yeah.
We're not talking Randy Macho Man Savage over here.
Dude, by the way, feedback is now, since Zoda has come on, the feedback is flying in. I cannot keep up. Latest comment from Guar, and we trust Guar, says that if Bosco doesn't watch it, Zoda may take his seat.
I
Ooh, Zoda.
I'm a loyal listener. That's it.
I said you are the one. I mean, you took it. You didn't want to take the credit, but you're the historian. You're the guy. You've been there. You and you were the first kind of little adversary I had until we met at the casa. We broke bread.
I remember the first time Zoda, I kind of realized he listened was we went to a soccer field in Huntington and they only had the hair dryers, right? Not the towels. And I walked out shaking my hands and then he walked out shaking his hands. And we kind of looked at each other and were like,
yeah,
no good.
You know, I got to tell you what Rebecca just chatted. I mean, you could also unmute Rebecca, but she said, he's talking about Zoda. He sounds like he has a lot more authentic and original content. She's all over Bosco. Love it.
And I was muted for like 10 minutes without the volume.
Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Nobody would be able to speak if you weren't muted.
I got 2 callers.
Well,
let me pull them
I
in
mean,
too.
let me just say one thing real quick with regard to Rebecca. Rebecca, you are a tremendous role model with what you do professionally for the girls. Excellent, and it's awesome. It's awesome to see.
Oh, I missed.
And
Were you guys talking about that?
I will be telling my daughters about you. Which is
we are fathers of daughters.
We love it.
We're very upset with Bosco and how he thinks women are limited in what they can and cannot do, and apparently can't use tools. Apparently.
Does Denbod think that women can be lawyers?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah, we have another. I had a mute for a little while, so I doubt he told the story. But we actually had another train character who we found brought an undesirable person onto the train, and so we decided he needed to have a trial for his indiscretion. So Dennis thought he could play a lawyer on TV, and he bombed. He got destroyed.
I was the
only thing Bosco is good at, and I know we're supposed to be doing grievances, but I guess this is a little zing at Gar. Is that whenever the two of them have a head-to-head debate, I feel like Bosco does take the Gar out. The Gar's too nice. He's too nice. He doesn't go.
It's interesting because a lot of times he'll be on the train. He'll be like, "So what do you think about this?" Like he'll talk to Swipe Right Jen and myself on the train sometimes. Like, what do you think about I don't know, Cuomo? And we'll have a whole discussion. And it's like he's testing his debate points, and then he modifies them a little bit, sort of like taking the Larry David stories in his debates with Gar.
Yeah, I think. We have learned.
Research.
I don't love conflict, so I probably do give in too quick.
Or you're just wrong.
Very unlikely.
And guess what? And Gar just lost another one.
I would say that Denbob, to his credit, has relented a little bit on these mandates and gave Gar a little credit and said Gar's correct.
No, I absolutely will. If I'm wrong, I am wrong, and I'm changing, and I will debate something, but I don't fight to the death. If I'm
Bosco's
wrong,
been
I change.
He's been apologizing. He's been apologizing his whole life.
The evolution of Denbob.
It's amazing.
I give Denbob credit there.
Do you have a question, Denbob? You said you admit when you're wrong. Would Colleen agree with that statement?
Ooh, good question.
Okay, just curious.
Just get the cannoli out of her mouth.
Yeah, but that's not fair. That's not fair. With a spouse, definitely. Listen, it's a whole different ballgame.
And that's a subset of arguments where I just never am wrong.
Right. I get that. I'm gonna let Denbob off the hook on that one.
Well,
I
did just pull in 2 callers. Let's see. We have a 917.
We don't even know
caller.
who they are. This is like a surprise.
Who is the 917 caller?
Denbob's new best friend, Rob O'Donoghue, checking in, also singing the praises of Zoda. Zoda is good. Look at this. Look at this guy.
6406 caller. You there? You're on.
Hey, Gar, it's me, Fadil.
Hey, Sue, what's up? What? I got you on the other one,
man,
too.
All right, I'm overloaded. I'm on Zoom, but I can't see anything. It says Festivus. Says you're supposed to let me in.
I'll pull you in
YouTube
there.
on, but I think YouTube's behind the call.
I'm hang up on this one.
Yeah, why are you on the phone,
Okay,
Sue?
right,
Get off the goddamn phone.
Who's on iPhone?
I'll text you.
Who's the iPhone user?
Let's see, mystery guest. That's Mike.
Oh, it's
Loyal
Mike.
listener Mike O'Donoghue.
Hey, Sue, what's up?
All right.
Is that live from the Fernwood?
That is.
Mike.
It's quite the delay.
I'm on Zoom, but I can't.
Oh, you gotta mute. You gotta mute that thing,
Love
dude.
the
You
hat.
gotta mute that.
We're like the radio stations. You have to mute your channel. Whoa, look at
Yeah, Mike.
Gar.
You can't be. No, you gotta. Don't mute this. Mute the TV.
He's out of control.
Mike,
don't you
mute your
listen to
television and come
FAN?
back. Oh my God,
Oh, I
dude.
hear it back.
War.
You better lighting.
Guar, does your Zoom connection have to say Dr. Luis Estevez?
Oh God, sorry about that. Jesus Christ. This is my work Zoom thing. So yeah.
Sorry. I didn't know it said Dr. Luis
Fucking
Estevez.
hell. Okay, oops, there goes the square jar. Let me change that really quick.
And by the way, you have your diplomas on the wall behind you. What is this?
This is
This
such
is
a
my
setup.
office. Like,
And there's a $1,000 check on the wall. What is going on? What is that?
It's the first $1,000 check he made.
All right. Here we
What,
go.
what kind of a doctor are you, Lewis?
A PhD. I have a PhD in material science and engineering, but whatever.
Now we have introducing Guar the Brash.
Yeah. What's up, good fellas? Happy
Let's
holidays.
go.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Don't give me that
Oh,
happy
look-
holidays crap.
Look at
Okay,
Sue's
sorry.
shirt.
Fuck the holidays. Merry Christmas.
Happy Festivus.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh God. Seriously.
Happy Festivus, the rest of us.
Oh my God, Sue, what's up?
Hey! Oh, Binghamton
What's up,
rugby
buddy?
shirt. Excellent.
Love the
Nice.
shirt.
Redmond.
Big. I think I got
Nice.
like medicine is the best medicine. that's my shirt.
Wait, don't tell Gar that.
No, let me start anything.
Here's my medicine tonight, baby.
That is the best medicine. That is that's what Dr. Guar recommends.
Dr. Guar is not drinking tonight, right?
I can't.
Mike-
I'm on antibiotics. It sucks.
Dude, what is going on with your gastrointestinal system?
I have
Like,
no idea, man. Like I think right now the current theory is I had a parasite, which is kind of cool in a way too. Like
where would you have picked up this parasite?
I have no idea. Like it's just
Vampires get parasites?
what's
yes.
I
Well,
said vampires
from the-
get parasites?
that? Oh yeah, of course we do. Come on,
Depends
man.
on the
Like,
people you suck blood from, no?
Right.
Thank you, Gar. Gar's a man
Yeah.
who understands these things. Like he's the vampirologist.
All
Clearly.
right, let's see. Has Mike figured out? Let's see if Mike could say hello. Mike, did you want to say hello? Did you figure out your mute situation on TV? I think Rob is lurking behind you. I
There's
see
a
him.
lot going on there, Mike.
I figured it out. Well, we got the YouTube on the TV in the Fernwood.
Right.
Nice.
It's on the phone, so
But when you join the show, you have to stop with the whatever you watch.
which is what we did.
Yes. Where's Rob? Rob and Bosco should meet. Bosco, look up.
Rob.
Bosco,
Stand up.
that's your new friend.
My new friend.
ROD. Look at skinny
What's
as
going
fuck.
on over there?
Not much. How we doing? Happy Festivus.
Happy Festivus.
Happy
Happy
Festivus.
Festivus, everybody.
Cheers, boys.
Salud.
And
Oh,
we got a special guest. We got a new listener too.
Who's that? Oh, Marco.
Hey, Redmond, what's up, brother?
Marco drinks at least 8 strong IPAs a night. That's his claim to fame. So there he goes. A little sip of sunshine. Yeah.
That sounds good.
Zoda, no dark and tan, just dark tonight. He's on mute, but he's giving us the thumbs up.
That's
He's
fine.
just
He's
going
giving the new guests. He's giving the new guests some room.
Yeah.
Hey,
So-
I will say just really quickly, Mike, Zoda, killing it, man. You just absolutely killed it. Like I turned into a big Zoda fan. Like
Bosco's like shaking. He's like, "Fuck, I'm out. I'm out."
Bosco, you know I have a special place in my heart for you, Bosco. Like I love
No,
Bosco.
it's fine. It's fine. He
but-
did a good job.
but I
Give
gotta
credit
say,
where
yeah,
credit's due. That's
Came
cool.
on just like slayed, and then it was like, okay, I'm gonna go drink beers now and just revel in my glory. Way to kill it, Zoda. Holy cow.
So for those who don't know, Mike and Sunil and Guar have kind of like the show behind the show. It goes on like 7 days a week. Guar's not always there. He goes off on missions to Transylvania, wherever the hell he goes.
True.
He comes in and out like every other day. But there is a live GarCast in Facebook Messenger going on pretty much 24/7. It's pretty wild. And we get into some crazy crap on there.
We talk
It's pretty
about
wild.
everything from Mongols to fucking, I don't know, everything.
Yeah, we just dealt. No topic is
Movies,
too sacred.
libertarians, anarchy, like everything.
Yeah, today Mike took us through the famous bass lines of Rage Against the Machine.
Oh, God.
Yes.
Great
That was
combo.
awesome.
And we discovered new things. Like I didn't know you were like a big Mike Beato fan, Gar. Like you like I'm like I love this guy. Like he knows music left and right. I go down a YouTube rabbit hole with this dude on music and I was like, how do you know him?
Awesome, isn't he?
Yeah. So like I mean, we just geek out on anything. It's just it's good stuff.
It is, yeah. It's a little geekier on there for sure, definitely, and a little more political and a little geekier than.
I almost feel like we should have like a general chat for all of our GarCast
Well,
listeners.
you're the guy to set it up. Let's go.
All right. What platform? There's so many platforms to use.
Put it on Twitch, whatever the hell that is. I heard it's great.
That's where Fumu is.
I really like Mike's position here in the GarCast. Like you're just like the talent. You're like I just roll in, crack my jokes, and then like
I'm the talent.
you're like Gar. You set up the stuff. Bosco, you bring up topics and bring up controversy, and I'll just sit back and do my one-liners, do my takes, and then just pop out.
It's
That's a good assessment. Definitely the talent for sure.
It's a good setup, right?
I mean, Guar, my theory is that Redman is the original Twitter. Like, there's nothing he can't describe in less than 6 words.
Yeah, and they've increased their letter limit. I have not.
Exactly. They strayed from the plan.
Dude, you've got great theories. I gotta say, like I just get.
Please keep the compliments coming. Please, excellent. Yes.
I like the drunk Mike theories better, though.
Yeah, well, I told you. I'll let you know when you should be able to tell by now.
I'm sure at this point, all three of us are a little buzzed. So
nah, I'm not like I was last night in the rosé evening.
No, huh?
Yeah, Mike. When you could tell when like I've seen Redmond like past a certain point where he just gets those crazy eyes, and you're like I don't know what's gonna happen, but there's some mayhem about to go down. You will either you'll convince like one of the rugby rookies to start biting people in the butt like at a bar, or you'll
walk across the Shenango River,
whatever. You come up with like these brilliant little like
brilliant's a good word. I like keep these words. This is good. Brilliant talent.
Keep it coming.
Or how about kicking a ginormous Albany men's club player in the head, running away,
top of the head,
leaving me to hold the bag.
Sure, dove over, didn't know who it was. That was exciting. So, any grievances from Mike, Guar?
Let's
Sunil,
go. We need them
in the spirit of grievances.
Yeah, that's tough for me. I'll let somebody else grieve.
Sunil, you got one? What do you got? Come on.
It
doesn't have to be about us. It could be about the world, about the planet.
Yeah, I mean, Battlefield opened up with the world.
It could be about a move, Sunil, the Mongols didn't make when they got to a fortress in Georgia, and if they made it, the world would be a different place. Like, what are you pissed off about?
I think the counterfactual that would probably have led to us not being on this GarCast is if the Mongol Khan lived another 2 years after they defeated the Hungarian and German kings. Because they just ran one shot over the rest of Europe.
I was hoping you were going to go there. Yep.
I love this. It's great.
I felt like this is what the audience needs.
Yeah, no, you're right. I mean, the world would have been, a lot more Asian, probably. And Bosco probably would be
more descendants.
Oh, Bosco would be miserable.
Bosco would have been killed years ago. There would have been terrible drivers and patient people everywhere.
He would have been that guy they stuck on a catapult, like throw his diseased body into the
walk in.
Bosco.
They'd be like, give him the plague, throw him over the castle.
You hang up, like if you have a business, you hang up your first dollar bill. I would be the first head on a pike.
Bosco.
He would have been the flayed man.
I gotta ask you, what are the Asians good at?
Oh my God!
Ooh, great question.
Bosco.
Let me update my. Hold on. Let me start updating my. Let me update
There's
my grievances in real time.
There's the face. I'm scared.
Come on, Bosco. What are they
face.
good at? I kind of guessing where you're gonna go, but I want to see what you think.
Math, obviously.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Was that really for me, or you guys just you didn't?
No,
know?
I was expecting that answer.
No, and you know what I've been pondering. I've been quiet for a little bit, and we were talking about the ditch diggers, and
back to the ditch diggers made me nervous the whole time. It's a tough word. It's a tough word.
Mexicans are very often the ditch diggers, and I think I know why. No, it's because they're typically shorter, and I think they have better leverage. They're closer to the ground, and they're more leverage, and they're more effective at the digging. If you're a really tall
see
guy,
all the hands to the head.
6'4", if you were 6'4", how could you dig? Think about it. You'd have to have like a different kind of shovel. You couldn't use a regular shovel. You'd be too tall.
I already know where to go with this.
Sometimes you do make some sort of sense.
Come on, it makes sense. It's just a thought I was thinking about.
He makes sense in the parameters that he set. Which
But
Dennis,
grown-ups use the tools you get at Home Depot, not the little type stuff.
Oh.
I get mine at Toys R Us.
So it's okay. They can use the shovels from like
or Little Baby.
Little tykes. Where'd Mike go? Is Mike still here? Mike, you got a grievance? You and Rob got a grievance over there? Oh, Rob's in love with Bosco. They're new buddies, so he doesn't.
We got at the house in 13. So
what's happening? Oh, Marco's spewing some stuff. I love it. We just caught live Marco. That's great. Is he talking rebuilding cars and flipping real estate?
I'll give my grievance with Bosco.
Yeah.
It's not really with. I mean, well, there are many grievances to have with Bosco, but I'll say my main grievance about Bosco is more with me. I couldn't stand Bosco at first. Super annoying. I even sent a very vulgar, a lot of curse laced email or voicemail to either you and Sunil, I believe. It never made the air. It was that bad. But
we were scared he wouldn't take it well.
You've turned around, Bosco. You're and now I'm watching him on the TV, but I don't think it's live. But he's laughing, so I'm gonna take it like he's listening to me right now. So
you'll see his reaction in like a minute to this.
Yeah, it'll get there. Rebecca's shaking her head. She's like,
So you're saying Bosco has you haven't come around on Bosco. He has evolved. I think is what you're saying.
Yes. And as Guar will tell you, evolution always isn't for the best sometimes, right, Guar?
That is depends on your point of view, right? Yeah. That's right. It doesn't always serve us well.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
you know, Mike, are you done? Because I want to kind of build off of what you just said.
Sunil, you're a builder, Sunil.
Den
Build
Bob
away.
is like shrinking.
Build, Sue.
He's
build.
so scared. He's so scared.
You know what? I have to say, Bosco, you are the most evolved. Gar, I know you don't believe in evolution, but with that aside, it's you because after that last Christmas call, I was so pissed off with you.
When we had you and Guar as the guest, and he didn't let you get a word in.
Didn't let me get a word in, and I wrote this like scathing Tony Romo-esque breakdown of everything that you were doing.
Love it.
And I remember Redman asking like, "Hey, do you want us to share this?" It's like, "Oh no, this is just meant for you to help coach him, get him better." And man, you have like come a long way. Like you're still annoying as fuck, but a lot better.
I just to piggyback on what you guys are saying, I have to say I found Bosco adorably inappropriate, like since that from the get go.
Right.
I've loved him from from a way that you love like a Chihuahua. It's just kind of like it's cute. It's like it's adorable. It's like maybe a little weird, a little funny looking, but it's great. Like you just kind of I don't know if this is a terrible backhanded compliment, Bosco. Sorry,
I love it. But I agree. Well, you are also the nicest guy on the planet. You really never say anything bad to me about anybody. But you maybe saw the forest through the trees on this one, even though he's very hard to see in a forest because he's so small.
I love Bosco. I love what he brings.
I have to say, I'm going to keep piggybacking. I will say he drove me a little crazy too in the beginning. But as the talent of the show, I then realized that I could use him to enhance my impact on the show. Because Bosco does bring so much for me to. I come completely unprepared to the show,
of course,
and because I just rely on him to say some crazy things, and I can just focus on it. It's great. Much like Gar not being able to read, I can always bank on him mispronouncing things and slip in a comment about that. I mean, without these two guys being as terrible as they are,
so I do show notes every week. I have news topics that we're going to talk about, but they have diminished.
Bosco practices at the dinner table with his family.
That's
Rebecca on the train.
He totally does. Matt comes over to the house. He goes, "My dad's practicing jokes on us at dinner."
I love it.
Bosco, is that true?
I do. So in answer to all of your comments, as difficult as it is for me to take feedback, I do take it. And I have grown, and if I do something that is wrong, I do get better from it. When I first got on the show, it's a little bit intimidating, believe it or not. Bam, you're in the face of 1 million listeners.
Yeah, and
you
we're
feel like this pressure to perform. What's my role going to be? And I didn't realize how loving and caring Gar is, and that he'd give me a chance. I thought that. Well, if I don't earn my keep, I'm going to be gone. But as you learn to settle in, and you, like anything, you get a little better at it. And I learned
definitely.
Don't get too comfortable.
Because Zoda killed it tonight. So
yeah, it's true. But
it's always Mike and I. So who the third wheel is?
We didn't put Gar in front of your name anywhere. It's Gar, the Gar father, and Den Bob.
Yeah,
that's fine.
I mean, I have to say, I felt a little connection moment with Den Bob when I went to the old country further down in Flatbush and posted a photo on Instagram of St. Thomas Aquinas, where I think Mullen played. And then you said like, "Hey, I went there," and I was like, "Wait, you're a Brooklyn guy?"
I think that's where he lost his Judaism and was baptized.
I was, but I don't know if it actually worked, because we later learned that priest was he basically had another family and
he was excommunicated.
Holy cow.
I don't know that if my baptism actually took.
So wait, let's check with Rebecca here. Is this borrowed from Curb Your Enthusiasm, or is this like a real?
was Larry David?
It's interesting because most recently, Josh Gad has been on playing the role of a chiropractor who seems to be converting to like a born again kind of thing. So I think it would be a stretch to say he's stealing.
Maybe Rebecca. Maybe Larry David is stealing material from the GarCast.
Whoa!
Maybe Larry David
He heard it here
is
first.
stealing from us.
Yeah.
Mike, check
That
the
could
Facebook.
be.
Is he watching?
Larry David.
Yeah, Larry David.
He has a pseudonym on Facebook, I think. You know, can you
Yeah,
can
he
you
could
read
be.
that word, Gar?
He very well could be.
By the way, we have
wait,
some comments.
hold on. Something from Smile Lines.
Yeah, we have comments.
And what is this?
Guara said Bosco is a master.
Okay.
Masturbator.
Here's what Smile Lines said. Smile Lines is commenting live on what we're talking about, Bosco being introduced to the show. And to defend, 3 is a crowd sometimes. I feel like it took a few episodes for all to mesh. Now it's great. Even
That's
Smile
fair.
Lines, and we know
fair.
what a critic.
She's very
Smile Lines
efficient.
You know
She
what
wants
was,
it to be efficient.
you know what
And
was
Rebecca,
great?
she said that she has full respect for you.
So the episode.
Thank
Mike,
you.
where
That means a lot. And I hope that's not just a brush off because she's
No. She wrote
alive.
huge. This was a while ago when we were talking. She wrote huge respect with 4 exclamation points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's almost like a 5-star review.
That,
I think it
4
is.
exclamations is a lot. Like
Yeah.
2, 1 is just like saying I'm nice. 2.
Now she
is
also, like me, she could be into the rosé at this point. It's possible. So I'm just saying.
The episode where you jumped off, Mike, like it was me and Dembob, and I could hear the fear in his voice as we were like starting to
Same.
go, where it was just the 2 of us, and I'm like,
Yeah.
am I going to be able to keep him going? And it ended up being very good.
It was great. It was like I remember when it happened. I'm like,
Yeah.
this is going to be an interesting experiment without Mike. Like,
Yeah.
how is this going to go? And you have the Gar, the guy who brings notes and preparation, and you have like the nervous energy of Bosco, like always on the edge of like I don't know, like just worried about something. And so and I was like, is this going to work without like Mike's jabs and jibs coming in? But like I
the
got
guidance.
to say, like it was like a really wonderful. I was like, it's a wonderful conversation. It was really nice.
It was funny
At the
because
time,
that was spur of the moment.
Yeah. Well,
It was so funny when I said I was
knew
leaving.
it was going to happen, but Dembob had no idea.
None.
I didn't know exactly what was going to happen with that episode, and then I'm like, and you, Bosco was so funny. He's like, "What? Really?"
That's the nervous energy. But it's nice. It makes you work, Bosco. Like this.
They did a good job,
nervousness.
and I do believe Bosco once again like slayed Gar in a debate of some sort. I think it happened again.
Look at him smile, you little fuck.
I have to say, as part of airing of grievances, I was surprised how well it worked because the red man interrupting machine wasn't there. So like I could hear a thought be completed.
Oh, okay.
it's
That's
like-
fair grievance.
the
I'll
red
take it. I
man's
just got to
coming
see Bosco.
in.
You feel better? Sunil's
Yeah,
coming at
thank
me a little bit. That was good.
Yeah. I mean, this is airing of grievances. It's Festivus.
I love it. I have
Bring
the
it on.
poll. Did you see the
Bring it
poll?
on.
Look at this poll I got here. It's
That is a nice
awesome.
poll you got there,
It's
Mike.
coming at you. Arr.
It's
Excellent.
like a gold bond poll there.
Yeah, I got the poll.
I mean, I have one more grievance.
Please.
Well,
I'm
at
listening.
least
I'm
one
just
that
getting a
comes
beer from outside. I can hear you. So go ahead.
Is the disconnect between interacting with Gar, on our group chat versus Gar's Twitter feed, where
Oh my god.
it's
Oh my
just
god.
like,
That is my alter ego, the Twitter feed. Not
I want to
really
give
my
you a
alter.
sedative. I'm like, relax. Stop
It's just-
paying attention to this shit. Just go
It's-
do something else.
If you notice, my Facebook feed is like empty, but I decided Twitter would be the place where I would be an asshole.
Because you share Facebook with your wife.
Maybe.
Yeah. That Twitter feed is a little like dicey. I
Yeah,
gotta
if
say,
you're
too.
not
It's like-
following Gar on Twitter
It
and you
is
really want to know how he feels
hysterical.
about things.
It is hysterical. I think you get about one like at most.
It's usually me. It's usually me.
It's Mike and it's
I'm
Zoda
scared too
usually.
because if I apply for another job, they might go through my social media. Like, you know this guy?
I'm a little worried too.
That's funny. I always wondered why you guys don't like his posts.
I like some of them, but he's like, I love Alice in Chains. I'm like, okay, I like that. That's cool. Like,
I remember like one where I tried to explain like what the statistical reading meant, and he's like, "Man, I wish I went to Binghamton."
Yeah, Rochester Institute of Technology and Alfred didn't really get into higher learning, I don't think.
Alfred, I will forever hate Alfred.
yeah. As soon as you said Alfred, I'm like, God damn.
Alfred State or Alfred U?
We played Alfred U, I think. You went to State?
Yeah, I went to State, dude. Are you kidding me?
Oh, okay, you're fine. You're fine.
How the hell did you end up? You went there before RIT or after?
Yeah, Alfred State was a state college.
I asked you a question and you said, yeah. What? I gave you two choices.
Yes, I went there. You said, did you go there before RIT?
Before
I said yes.
Before RIT or after?
Yes, before.
He did it again. He did it again.
Yes,
You went to
before.
RIT?
I went to RIT. I went to Alfred for a year.
Rebecca's laughing at you. She's like, I have a law degree. This guy's complete moron. Oh
Complete
my God.
moron. And I completely admit I'm a moron. I failed out of Alfred State College.
Some of us fail out.
Went to Farmingdale.
We never covered this.
Started to realize how to study really was all it was. It wasn't being smart. It was just learning how to
What'd
study.
you do? Start listening? You started recording your the lectures and listening to them on
you just
tape like you do with books?
You learned the professors. Each professor had their own way of doing things, right?
I understand.
This one did things through the book. This one did things through lecture, and I was a little more mature. And then I got my grades up and went to RIT.
Look at you! What a success story!
Cockroach
RIT
Road
is
Juice.
nice.
Props to you. That's impressive.
Yeah,
took-
I didn't know this. This is like we have a similar life story. Like I flunked out of Binghamton and mostly majored in rugby and partying and then
And Nurse's Pizza.
yes, that's right. And then at
Actually,
age 30 decided to like follow my
you are the example I give to anybody that's struggling in school. You are a comeback student of actually basically 2 centuries now. It's like I know this guy that failed out of Broome Community College.
That's right. It was like,
Did you get any sort of degree from?
I got credits like here and there. Like
What was the first? Okay, what was the first degree you ever got? Associate's, bachelor's, and from where?
No, it was at Maine
Maine?
when I was like 30.
Wow.
Like I didn't have like a real degree in Binghamton or Broome. Like I had when I transferred over to Maine, they looked at the transcript. They're like, "Holy cow, you're all over the map." It was just all A's, all A's and F's. It was just like, well, this was a really important rugby season, so obviously they're all F's here. And then like my GPA was like a 1.95 or something. It was just like all A's and F's, like all the way through. And
I'm just going to get here. I'll be right back.
and then basically at age 30, I was like, okay, now I'm ready for school. And now I'm ready to like go to school.
I mean, you did always have the CASA to fall back on, which was probably like to work at, right? Like
it's kind of true. I mean, but I
did
actually,
you think of it as a net, or was that just a convenience?
No, I just honestly, my whole life has just been one decision point after the other. And like working at the CASA was just like, all right, that's what I'm going to do. And then when I was working there, I would talk to engineers and scientists, and I'm like, oh, that's what I should have done. Because I
really?
Yeah.
I was like, that's where it piqued your interest.
That's right. Because I was like, I didn't like I come from blue collar stock. My dad never graduated. He didn't make it past high school. Like, my mom like didn't go to college. Like, they're both immigrants. They came here. They don't have we don't have like an academic background in our family tree. I'm easily the farthest anyone's gone. Like college is like as far as we went. And
what did your grandparents do for a living?
My mom, my grandma was on my mom's side was actually kind of advanced, like in our family, like non-blue collar. She worked as a phone operator back then. Like she was like one of the first phone operators, and this is in Chile.
You're speaking my language in Chile.
Yeah, in Chile. That's
speaking
right.
my language now. Telephone operator. I like
That's right. That's right. So she was like one of the more.
That's kind of like engineering.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. That's as far as it went. Everybody else is like
it's 48 volts on that thing. Yeah,
restaurants, construction, like that kind of thing. That's what we do. So I didn't know what a scientist or engineer did, and then I started talking to the patients at the CASA, and I was like, holy cow, that sounds like a really cool job. Like, and I was into turbines and cars at the time, and I was like, I would like to know how that works. So I'm like going to I should have gone for a mechanical engineering degree. And my girlfriend at the time was now my wife, Erin. She basically told me, she's like, why don't you go now? And I'm like, that's too late. I'm already 30. She's like, It's not too late. And I'm like, you know what? You're right.
You know what? That's great. That's great advice. Erin, I know Erin, and she's pretty straight. Got her head on straight, good head on her shoulders, and I think we've all been through that little serious moment. There's definitely was moments, in my life where I was like, I should have done that. And when you think back now, it's like I had that thought when I was 25. What the hell did I just do that for? But it's all perspective, right? But good for you.
Yeah, and since then I've just taken that attitude. I've been playing with house money ever since. Like it's just like, who cares? Like everybody else, when I was in grad school doing my PhD, everybody was like wigging out because it's like a meat grinder, and they just kind of like everyone's panicking, everyone's like not thinking they're gonna cut it, including myself. But I'm like, if I fail out, I fail out. I've done it before. Like it's not a big deal. Like I still have my mechanical engineering degree.
It's such a great attitude.
I felt invincible. Like I was like I was a warrior. I was a warrior who was already dead. I was just
if you can get past the worry or the stress, you've won.
That's right. And since then I've just been like flying through, like just kind of doing what I want to do, and it's been great. I saw the other students; they were like,
were you
early
actually 30 or 300.
I meant 30 lifetimes. Like
so you were in class like with a lot of like you were with like 20-year-olds that are just a lot more immature than you, and we're feeling the panic that we all like. When you're 20, it's so easy, right, to look back when you know nothing. You know nothing, Jon Snow.
That's true. That's true. But like I was totally fine. Yeah, and that really helped me through I got to do whatever the hell I wanted.
And now you're sitting in a room with diplomas all over the wall and some sort of $1,000 check on the wall.
That has like some pitch competition thing that I did. Like it's nothing. It's just part of this is my office, so like it's kind of like where Erin did this too. She's like, you need to look, like professional, and you need to look impressive. So let me throw.
It looks very, very.
Did Erin
very
mention anything about the mohawk and the long beard?
That actually helps.
As far as the professional.
That helps big time because you stick out like everybody else.
Fair enough.
Everybody else looks pretty cookie cutter. It's crazy.
So
like,
they remember you. I like it. I go with it.
No, and in my profession, like as a scientist, like it's like oh, he's like eccentric weirdo or whatever.
Yeah, I would think it goes over well.
It totally does. It totally works for you. So
now and by the way, you did a little fresh shave for the podcast.
I did it for today. I did.
Looks good. Now we have 3. You didn't graduate from many places, but you did go to Malloy High School.
I did.
Rob and Mike, who are on, and Marco. We have Mark. The Fernwood is all Malloy graduates right now. Actually.
Holy cow!
Wow.
Yeah.
I love the picture we're getting from the Fernwood right now.
Yeah, they're busy playing darts or something. They're listening though.
I love your what is that? Is that your production assistant behind you?
That was my. I'm the talent, so I have exactly. I have staff.
I see Mike just being like, coffee, come on.
Mike, we do have email this week.
Should we cover it? I mean, I love. By the way, this is
at the very least. I feel like I should play the call in.
We're missing some key people, but everyone on here, I got to take a moment, a little sentimental. I got to thank you all. The loyalist of listeners is on here right now. Thank you, everybody.
Cheers. And by the way, Smile Lines.
There's a million other people out there.
Loves this glass.
Is showing up?
The cream of the crop.
Smile Lines loves my glass, according to the.
So Smile Lines. Let's cover that.
Cool. Love the glass.
She's refusing to come on. I sent her the Zoom link.
I don't understand why she's not here.
I don't know, but she did say, "How about a give?" She wants a giveaway.
Oh yeah,
she wants to show the glass. She wants to do some sort of contest. She's very competitive.
So this is a Pottery Barn glass, stemless, right. Bosco.
Always stemless for the Gar.
Right.
That's not good for wine, but anyway.
With the chalk on it, so I could write what I want. So I wrote GarCast. With
Get out of here! Is that what that is?
That's you?
Yes.
Holy cow!
Wait,
you did a nice job, man. Yeah, that's a nice job, dude.
So the giveaway really isn't that much of a giveaway.
No, but here's the giveaway, Gar. Here's the giveaway.
Yes.
One of those glasses that you write with chalk, and then buy some sort of spray that you could spray it. You probably make that stuff that makes it permanent. So it's an authentic, written honestly, by the Gar.
Like Gar, I thought you were like 2 steps above Corky, and you just impressed me week after week.
Gar?
Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you. I thought we were grieving-ing.
You
like how I made that word up?
I'm adding insults to grievances. It's like...
Sunil, that's why I get all over him when he doesn't do it. I get pissed off because it's so good.
Yeah, I mean that I thought that was like a label that was printed.
Oh no.
Same.
It's
You drew that.
just it's just me.
Gar, show that again. Show that again.
I
That's
gotta hold it
impressive.
close because of the camera goes away when my.
No, we
face
got it.
is
We got it. That is awesome. Look at that.
Yeah, it looks great.
Dude.
By the way, how many people got my Corky reference? Maybe it's the
Nobody.
What, Corky? Like the guy who said they do coke. Well, what the
You know what's great?
what's the right word? What's the right word for Corky these days?
You know what's great? Bosco.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Bosco's
That's
saying
right.
nothing. He's just sitting there quiet.
Yeah.
He's loving this. He's loving it. He's loving it. Look at him. He's
I mean,
taking
Like
it all
the
in.
guy- Are you talking about Life Goes On? That TV
Life
show?
goes on. Yeah.
Of course.
I mean, we used to call them, you know, I'm just
Remember that
talking
commercial
about
with,
what.
like, the kid sorting glass, and it was like, "Don't throw me away," and you know, we all.
Are you going to talk like a what we used to call a retarded person, Sunil? Is that what you can do here on camera?
Yes,
Whoa, we
exactly.
can say
That's what
that?
we used to call retarded.
No, I used it in the proper context.
Exactly,
We used to
exactly.
use- yeah.
Yeah, that's totally legit.
Or
Smile Line says it should be autographed as well when you give it away. That would be awesome.
That would be
Ooh,
nice.
that'd be
Yeah,
awesome.
I agree.
All right.
Rebecca and Smile Lines would go like have a showdown, a battle to win that. That would
Well,
be amazing.
I have a 13-second clip from Christian Sumu over in the UK. Let me play that real quick.
This is for those who don't remember, this is the postal worker from the UK that sends
How
us
great.
emails.
I wonder if
Hopefully he got a tip.
Do you
Hopefully
think he
got
gets
many
tips? What do you think they give over there? A pound?
Zoda actually sent me a text message. He sent him money because he's the loyalist postal worker listener we have.
Let's see what we got.
Oh, just before you start this, Terry
Hey,
Motherway is casting this.
I knew Bosco was going to talk over the. I knew that was going to happen. That was amazing.
Rebecca,
was
your
amazing.
reaction was priceless.
Guy Bosco, what was that, sir?
When Gar says, "Now let's listen," you shut up.
Sorry, I wasn't listening.
Go ahead, talk. I know you want to talk.
Terry Motherway is casting to his television set with his whole family watching and says, "Happy Festivus."
Happy Festivus.
Wow. They really got nothing going on in their lives, huh?
Wait, is Mrs. Motherway the teacher, Mrs. Motherway?
Yeah, that's your Mrs. Motherway.
Hi, I'm Josh's mom. Hello.
No comment.
He's in ninth
She's
grade
not
now.
responding.
They've been watching you suck down those banquet beers. I'm watching you.
Here we go.
Hey up, Gar fellas. Just a quick message to wish you luck for your live show tonight and want to wish you all a Merry Gar-ismas. Sumu out.
Wow.
Oh, that's fantastic. He sounds so
Was that
cool.
the lead singer of Coldplay? Was that who that was?
Yellow.
Do you want to read emails, Mike, or are we going to read them next week? What are we gonna
I
do?
mean, Andy. Yeah, let's get in it because Andy was just like he's with family.
He popped in
I don't
and
know-
out. We couldn't get him
I
in
don't know
here.
what the hell he's doing.
Apologize,
Let's-
Andy.
I do like to zing Andy a little bit, so maybe he said something embarrassing.
Probably close to 2 hours. My kids are yelling. What are they yelling here? What's going on?
My
out there?
family just
Meatloaf!
arrived.
Meatloaf.
Hold on. I'll
Can I
do
say-
this quickly.
Okay.
Andy sent an email. It's called Destination GarCast. Good play on destination sexuality. He does like to do that with his subjects. He likes to tie it into the previous week's episode name. Garfellas, happy Gar holidays. I don't know if when you'll read this, I'm not sure I'll be able to participate in the festive activities, so I figured I would send a note. So much feedback to share, but let me sum it up with it was a great year. Friday mornings are awesome again. Apparently he was having bad Friday mornings. Speaking of awesome, Guar has to be the listener of the year. The songs, the
Oh my
GarCast
God.
swag, the emails.
He's
I
in the
do
middle
enjoy the
box right now, too. How perfect is that?
I do enjoy the Bosco on the Street segment of the show and hope this gets expanded in 2022. I agree.
Yes.
I meant to ask Zoda, I want to know what you think about that. He can report on location or ask people about his male chauvinistic views on healthcare providers. This is a good question. This got lost last week, but I was hung up on this. Bosco, what's up with your surgical loops? Do you use them to make you feel bigger? Is that why you use them, Bosco?
Well, yes.
Honest answer.
Just
Mike,
yes.
great job egging Bosco on and keeping things going last week and the whole year through. No one is better than you. That's because I'm the talent, Andy. Gary, Mike may be the Gar father, but you are the Gar end father. The show doesn't happen without you. The topics you have ready, the conversation, and the music. You are the glue, crazy glue.
Yep.
Have a happy holiday and happy Gar year, Andy. Lovely
Thank
mess
you, Andy.
holding an email.
Beautiful.
I do
Beautiful.
take a lot of.
That puts him as listener of the year to me. That was an email.
He's
I
definitely our
agree.
number one Mass Holian listener.
Yeah, no doubt. I love the doing the music at the end of the show, and I love if I can tie something in that happened. It's even better. If not,
I just hate when you forget. I hate when you forget to post it on the GarCast Spotify playlist, which many people may not know. I listen to all the time. You should too.
Yeah, it's out there. It's all up to date too, by the way.
When I'm able to guess the actual music based on how the GarCast is going, that like totally makes like my Friday.
It's been a few weeks since
yeah.
I've actually had a chance to like pull something in from the show.
I noticed that.
We'll see what we do this week.
I think.
I love how Redman gets upset when we share songs. He's like, "Stop trying to influence Gar."
That's
I like to just see. I like to see what comes out of his brain.
The Gar will set up a private a chat for all you listeners. So keep an eye on out.
Is that what you're gonna do
for that? Yeah, I'll set something up. I don't think I'll do
you
it on
promise?
Facebook like ours.
I
might do Signal.
Give you respect for not making every song LL Cool J.
I love LL.
How ironic was it that on my way home to do this, LL Cool J came on the radio? How great was that? I sent a picture.
That was awesome. I was at a party last week.
Serendipitous.
I was playing LL Cool J on my phone. Look at my phone, by the way. It's got a GarCast on it.
The Gar emblem. All right.
Nice.
And I do have a little surprise. Joining us now is LL Cool J. LL?
Oh, hello. Hello. Hello.
You're jiggling.
Keep it
That would be
jiggling,
amazing.
baby. Bosco was not invited to this party this year. Sorry, Bosco. But, that's how it goes. Sorry.
I bet Zoda is. I bet you he's in it.
He wasn't there. Theofield was there.
Not him either.
Theofield was there. You were not.
Rez was there.
Reds was there. And we were playing.
Was Crazy Boat Guy in the Bahamas there?
I don't think he was.
Oh, did you guys love what's his face, the boat guy? I love
it. Was awesome.
It was great.
Yeah, he was great, wasn't he?
I just wish the audio was. I wish the audio was better.
Yeah.
The audio was a little messy, but it's still the story came through. It was just it was so just riveting. You're just like, holy cow!
I even increased his audio stream to be louder than it was when we talked to him.
It was tough.
Still wasn't great, but
I know you had to do. Yeah, you did what you had, what you could do, Gar.
we're talking about Liskey Bosco. I could see him thinking.
Well, I think
Bosco,
about how you
it's a
lower
previous
my theme.
episode.
That must be what you're doing to me, because a lot of times I'm lower.
Oh, I
I'm
lower
thinking
you
lower
always
mine.
because
Yeah.
I fucking hate you.
I
love my vodka.
The feats of strength begin.
Coin. How about what? I'll address this to Bosco.
Look at his face.
So I've been with you and the Gar together in a big group. I've been with you and the Gar at one of my favorite bars ever at Kings Park, which I have to go back to.
Shanahan's?
Just the three of us. Did you think you knew Gar well before you started doing this?
That's a great question.
Have you learned more? Like, is he like, oh wow, I didn't realize this is what Gary like? Who was the Gary you knew before you started doing the GarCast?
It's the same Gary.
Really?
Gar. Yeah.
Oh,
Gar does
he's
not
authentic.
change. He is truly authentic. I mean, I definitely learned more about him by virtue of the time that I spent. But it was consistent, and Gar is always the same, and I love it. I love it, and I'm thrilled that he asked me to be on the show. But he's the same. He doesn't wear any other faces except his own. Now, I have many faces.
So do I. That's fine.
There's
That's
family me. There's work me. There's train me. There's so many me's. But Gar is always Gar. So kudos.
I think
Gar.
I think that's well said. That's well said.
Yeah.
Or if you at this, are you like trying to think before you were on? You knew your son was going to go away to college with his son, right?
I don't think he knew yet. He was auditioning at high school.
Because you guys are linked on two levels there. You're linked with this cast, and the kids going to school together is a big deal.
Before the kids went to school, we were in back to school night, and I remember him auditioning for me, like in the hallway by the cafeteria at Smithtown West or a Compton Middle School.
Auditioning.
And he's like, you have to have me on. I have great stories about the train and the city. And he started telling me stories.
Yeah,
So,
I did.
and I remember when we went to the Casa, you were like, "This is the guy I was telling you about."
yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah, okay, all right. This is a tryout."
It sounds very Gar fellas. It's like, not tonight, not
In the
tonight.
deli.
Like, let's not whack him tonight. Like, whack him some other time. Is that the guy?
Oh, Gary, I'll redirect the question to you. You knew Bosco before the cast, and now you know Bosco on the cast. Is there a difference? What's the deal?
He's pretty much the same Bosco, but a little more sexist and, edgy than I thought he was. But I knew he was.
Yeah, you didn't have the train experience like Rebecca.
No,
did.
but
Rebecca
he knows
knew this was coming.
Smithtown me.
But I knew he
Outside of
was
this, it's
funny.
a different face.
Yeah, I knew he
Right.
was funny, and I said he would be a good fit
Like
for
funny
the
like a
show.
clown?
Like a
Funny
clown.
like a clown.
Do I amuse you?
I fucking amuse you. Dance, Spider. Dance, Spider. So, yeah.
But I didn't get to answer the second part of the question, the second level that I know Gar about his son Nick, who is an amazing human, really fantastic. Gar's kids are just amazing, and as much as I disagree with so many of the things that Gar has, it just goes to show, no matter what, it doesn't matter. He must be doing something right because his kids are great.
Oh, look at this. A love fest.
Really?
All right, let me redirect.
Or
getting too
Christine has all of the influence.
Well, it's funny you say Christine. Bosco, tell us about Braxtine. We don't get exposed to her a lot on the show except for some yelling in the background. How do you feel? What do you know about Braxtine? How do you feel about her? What are your interactions with her?
I mean, she's amazing. She's an amazing woman. She would never talk to me in high school. She wouldn't even know who I was.
Wait a minute. You went to high school with her?
Well, I lived in Kings Park. She lived in Kings Park. She was friends with Liskey's sister.
Oh.
I was friends with Liskey.
Shanahan.
You think she knew who I was? Ask her if she knows who Bosco is.
She
no
doesn't
idea.
know you. She doesn't know you.
No idea.
No, you weren't in the cool club. She was.
Christine, like the hot chick in high school that wouldn't pay attention to anybody?
She was in the Mean Girls
No, that's
group.
not necessarily true at all. She wouldn't pay attention to me. No, I didn't say that she was like that.
She would pay attention to the good-looking football players. Bosco was not.
Or the guy with the Jeep. Come on.
Maybe.
I bet you she would have paid
that
attention to a guy
probably-
with a long beard and a mohawk. That's who she would have paid attention to.
She's too conservative. She'd be scared of Guar.
Yeah, I would think.
There's nothing scary about me too.
I know.
She'd be scared of Guar.
Yeah.
Yep.
Big teddy bear. So we're gonna put this out there for everyone, for all of our listeners. It was a little chatter. Bosco, I don't even think you know about this. There is talk, and I want to know if it has legs, and Nancy's now in the building so she can hear. Are we strongly considering lunch on January 2nd at the Casa?
Oh.
It doesn't have to be an event. It doesn't have to be a live broadcast. But just,
It's done. It's a done deal.
Is there legs? Is there legs?
Sunil and I will be there.
Yeah.
So Sunil and I will be there. If anybody else wants to join Sunil and I.
That's awesome.
Nancy, we're going to the
MLB's
Casa,
gonna be
or at
there?
least I'm going to the Casa in a second.
But let me recommend they got these new pork chops from like a new guy, and they're just out of this world. Like
That might get Colleen to come.
Yeah.
I was waiting for it.
I tried to slow pitch that one down for you.
So, yeah,
Can they
so-
put bowls of Cheetos on the table before we get there?
You're so mean. Colleen is
Sorry.
lovely.
She is
And
lovely.
wonderful.
And skinny. But
And appropriately weight.
yes.
You know what, Rebecca? I got away from doing it because I felt bad about it, and there was a
And then you
cry
couldn't
from
help
some of the loyal listeners that I had gotten away from it. It was a noticeable
You're
miss to the
pandering.
episode.
You're pandering now.
Is that Kristen's
I'm always
ass
like, wow,
in the
he
screen
finds
right
new
now?
ways of calling Colleen fat
Squeeze
without
it.
calling her fat.
Yeah,
And it's just
Sunil kind of keeps
Yes.
score of how I do it.
like, oh, he did it again.
So I was with somebody and they were like, they actually really thought your wife, I was at a dinner party and they thought your wife really was fat. And I showed a picture of her and they couldn't believe it. My buddy Alex, who couldn't make it tonight, but he's listening tomorrow, he couldn't believe how skinny your wife was. He really thought
Well, that's
she
because
was fat.
Bosco has her on the chart. He's got the,
Overpromise and underpromise and overdeliver.
right. But don't overserve her. She'll blow up.
Brandon's definitely helping you.
Mike, hey, Garfather,
Nancy's yelling from the background. If
do
anybody
we have
hear.
more emails real quick?
Love Nancy.
I think we had
we
two
have
more,
any-
right? I think Sumu sent one. along with the voice.
Oh, Rob O'Donoghue. Rob O'Donoghue, if you can hear us, we're going to read your email.
There you go.
He's still using the same chain because he idolizes Guar. He sent this. This was hot off the presses right after he listened last Friday. This was at 9:50 a.m. Good morning. And here we are listening to number 130. This is going to be a rolling commentary as I listen, I'll type. I like this.
That's great.
The conversation on translated needed by Bosco is an easy fix. I have an on hand in the family. Give me a call and I'll introduce you. My brother-in-law, Sean, is fluent in many dialects of the Spanish language. Excellent, Bosco. You got a guy. Call your buddy Rob back.
Yeah, because I can't use Jeanette.
I have listened to.
Oh, sorry.
So we questioned how many episodes Rob has heard. Remember, he said it was the best episode ever with the rat. He said, I've listened to every episode since 100. See, he's no Zoda. And no plans on going backwards. The shows are very in the moment and talk about current topics. It would be difficult to relive the past. I don't know. Guar, Sunil, and I have been trying to relive the past for the last 20 years. So I have to disagree.
Me and my deli boys, we relive the past.
Yeah, I have to disagree with that statement.
Yeah.
The topic on male-female doctor selection, so weird. I wonder if any doctors out there took offense. I'm not sure how many doctors besides Guar actually listen to this.
Or how many doctors listen.
Right. My lovely wife, Christine, is a chiropractor. Is that really a doctor? I'm just going to throw that out there.
Oh!
Hey! Ooh!
Come on. That was easy, Bosco. Bosco, chiropractor, male or female?
Male, because of the same reason of the orthopedist. They have to do the
I knew
manipulation,
that was
the strength.
Yep.
Have you ever shaken the hand of a chiropractor? It's so strong.
Have you ever shook Rob's wife, Christine's hand?
No, I wonder if she has man hands. Well,
But
I'm just saying.
Bob, if you go with the male chiropractor, what about a masseuse?
Female.
He did cover the masseuse.
It
makes no sense.
Rebecca, you have uncovered an inconsistency there. You're right.
Well, I think we know why he wants the female masseuse. We know what he's up to.
Which, by the way,
All right.
Rebecca, I love your kitchen background. Like, it's like my dream.
You have a lovely home you have,
right? It's like a nice, beautiful little garden in the back. Totally.
I can't believe it's still sunny there.
Yeah. Over here in East Northport, very close to you guys.
Always sunny in East Northport.
Always.
All
right. So my lovely wife, Christine, is a chiropractor, has more often than not surprised patients with her technique and strength for a small woman. Hey, now. I'd put her up against any male chiropractor anytime. Oh, my. In addition, my cousin Keith has a female primary physician and loves it. Always has a funny story to tell her on the campfire with his visits and checkups. Wow, I'm going to have to get Keith on.
Wait, what's going on?
I know. Yes, Richard Handler is the name. I did tell everybody about Dick Handler last week. Kudos to Bosco on the car door Dent Brewery story. Oh, I have a follow-up to that. It's in line with his story about yelling at the guy in Manhattan around the little kids a few weeks ago. By the way, both stories, Rebecca, are those from Curb Your Enthusiasm?
I do think the dress rehearsal for the yelling at the guy by the kids was a little less animated than we did it on the show.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how much he went after the guy.
I didn't fully buy that story when he told it. Yeah, that was definitely
He told
embellished.
it that night. To be fair, though, from a perspective of immediate retelling of the story, I believe he told it the same night on the train.
He probably was practicing.
So he might have
He was practicing.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
He
true.
could have just started from. It could have been complete BS. I don't know.
All right, so now, Rob says, I'll be honest. I do love the running commentary, Rob. Well done. A comment was made about possibly show number 130, which was last week, being the best show ever. I'd give it a rating of 6 out of 10.
Oh my.
A little long this week at 1 hour and 30 minutes. Now, Rob, that's bullshit. Because since you started listening, sorry, Reagan. He is always one of the longer episodes. Rob has always liked the longer episodes. So that was for you, Rob. Nonsense.
All right, so now.
Rob
says, I'll be honest.
You got to mute your TV, Mike. You're an amateur at this. This is awful. Go ahead, Mike. Mute your TV, not the Zoom. Go ahead, Mike.
I just want to say, I'm a little delayed here. I don't want the fourth wall being torn down about Bosco. If his stories are being made up, I don't want to hear it. I love Bosco on the street.
I agree. We might have to just let Rebecca keep a log somewhere. If anyone wants to know the truth, they can go to her. But the fourth wall. You're right. It's fun. It's fun. If he's making it up, he's doing a great job.
Yes. Sometimes
is Rob still there?
I don't want to fact check.
Yes.
Did he hear about Christine yet?
Yes, there was a loud gasp amongst all of us. Like,
he did put his wife out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
So to finish Rob's email, all in all, keep up the good work. Looking forward to the live cast next week. Merry Christmas. Thank you, Rob. Great email, Rob. Running dialogue is excellent. Love it. And
we have Sumu,
I hope you got your wife some big gloves for Christmas. Let's see. Anybody else? I think that was it, right?
There was one from Sumu as well. Christian Barkley.
Yeah, I mean, he had the air ready.
Did he say anything?
He said, "Yep, Garfell is totally with Mike at over £5, and you serve my beer in this. It's definitely finding a new home. My missus is mortified every time, so this time I snook it into her bag. So he stole a glass.
Oh, he did?
Yes, and he sent a picture of the glass that he stole. It's a Budweiser glass. It's pretty cool. I don't like Budweiser
in London or wherever he is in the UK.
Oh, they love American crap over there. Yeah.
Do they?
Oh yeah.
I bet you Budweiser is really good there.
He said, "Hope you have a fantastic Christmas. Really enjoy the podcast, Sumu. It's a GarCast. And gutted I can't join you for the live show, but I can't wait to listen to it. I wonder if the Garster will have it up in time for me to listen to on my round."
Oh shit! Yeah, that's right. I gotta make a GarCast after this show tonight.
Well, better lay off the Tito's there, my friend.
The Tito's. I just went to the bathroom. I didn't realize how buzzed I was until I had to walk.
Oh, we could tell. You mispronounced something. I couldn't comment, but you said something. I have no idea what you said.
Yeah, I'm whacked. It's like a soccer game. It's like a soccer tournament.
A what?
A soccer tournament, right, Chris? Remember when that poor old lady came with the car and we were out there drinking, wasted.
Can you just say Can you do me a favor? Say the word of the alcohol you're drinking. What is it?
Vodka.
Nice. I love how you say that.
What? Who says?
There's no D. Yeah.
You just say vodka. You say vodka.
Isn't that how the Russians say it?
I mean, if you want to go with that, that's fine.
I think the Russians just call it water. Give me water.
Smith Down East.
You drinking that whole bottle?
No, there's some more left.
What time? So what does? Yeah, tomorrow's Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
What
it's not
is Braxton? Like, what time does the vacuum go on tomorrow?
Oh, dude, it's on all day. we have company on Christmas Day, so we will clean all day tomorrow. Make sure the house is spick and span, and then clean again on Christmas Day.
That's great.
She tried to get me to move the couch last night, and I'm like, "There's no way I'm moving this couch."
For what?
Doing it. She has to get the dog hair under the couch. I did it a week ago. She vacuumed pillows that I was sitting on last night.
By the way, Smileline said she did buy the My Pillow. We talked about that last week, and she hated them.
Really?
She returned them.
Thank you for very good advice, Smile Lines. I appreciate that. I've been thinking about buying them. Now I will
Look
not.
at Rebecca. Take an opportunity to kiss a little ass. That was good.
But he's a real American. I almost want to buy his product just because he's.
I do have a My Pillow.
Dilemma.
We have Nancy and I have My Pillows.
Just send them
They're
money.
fine.
Like, hey, look, you're an idiot, but here's money to help you. Oh, by the way, Rebecca, I recently bought Casper pillows. Excellent, but they're very heavy.
I like a heavy pillow.
Do you like
Casper pillows?
Do you like the down pillow?
Oh, I love a down pillow.
No, they're very crunchy. They make noise.
What?
Is the one between Bosco? Is the one between your legs a down pillow? I was a little disturbed by that.
If I could, I'll get whatever I can there.
How many pillows do you have again? 5?
Wait, what do you mean?
5.
But the ideal is 5. I mean, it's hard to get 5.
Colleen has the row down the middle, so
she has the one that's left, maybe.
Yeah.
She'll get the 5th pillow, maybe.
The one full of M&Ms.
I haven't seen Matt yet this break. Is Matt allowed out of the house?
When he tests negative.
So he has not been out of the house. That's why I have not seen him.
No, he's sick. He's really banged up. But not with Omicron. He's banged up with a normal illness.
He went to the Islander game with Nick last week. Did he get Nick sick at the Verizon box suite?
Yeah, rave reviews over the Verizon box. It was amazing.
Look
Thank you,
at
Gar.
Gar accusing people of getting his children
You
sick.
get my kids sick?
That's funny.
Wait.
Maybe if you got them the
Gar,
shot, Gar, if you got them the vaccine, they'd be fine.
What's that?
If you got the kids, if you got them the vaccine, Gar, they'd be okay.
Yeah, what was that, Sue?
No, I said, Gar, I thought you think that Corona doesn't exist. Like, it's just.
Oh, I know
made
it
up.
exists for sure. I lost a friend, but for me,
I'm just fucking with you.
Not
You know,
a
I
big
love
deal.
that.
Look at that glass. That is beautiful. All right, I feel like we're running out of steam here.
We have done a great GarCast, right? Has this
So
been
much
great?
fun. Yes.
What are we gonna play for closing music tonight? I don't even
Don't
know.
tell us.
Yeah.
Don't tell us.
No, it's a privilege for the host
Wait.
to be surprised the next day to see what the closing song is.
I don't
That
have
is my
much
fa-
time here. It's already like 9:30. I gotta put this shit together to get it
Wait,
out of the
Sumu-
way.
area
Sumu-
grievances?
I will propose something that will not be used because I'm proposing it, but like I would just go with "Merry Fucking Christmas" by South Park.
Oh, I
It's-
wonder if
it's
I can
com-
find it.
Absolutely inappropriate, and Bosco, you'd love it. It's like completely inappropriate.
Was
in every
that
kind
from
of-
the salty chocolate balls episode, or what the hell was
Oh
that?
no, that's another thing. Those are gems. I love that you're getting into South Park now, Gar.
Yeah,
Like,
so
it's-
on our-
I envy you.
On our private chat, I've realized how much I love South Park now. Like it's
Just good-
hysterical,
it's good stuff.
and they
It's really
pick on
good.
everybody. It's
Yeah, yeah.
awesome shit. So Guar's been sending me some great clips lately to watch, and it's fantastic shit.
In fact, just if I can say real quick, I would recommend movie of the month. Sure, rom-com sounds interesting, but like let me go the opposite direction. I'd say Team America, World Police, South Park is like, and the fact that you guys haven't seen it, like,
Yeah,
is
that's going to be somewhere. I think we have to
incredible to me.
cave to the women next month.
Right now,
I
it's going to be
understand,
Love
I
Actually because
understand.
I'm looking to expand the female base.
I do.
I
Which,
totally
by the way,
understand.
we
wait,
want to talk
hold on.
about just I mentioned the female-male doctor topic in fun. I really do think
Don't
that it
back
is
off,
possible.
Bosco.
Oh man, oh, dude, come on,
Bosco,
Don't be
Bosco,
a pussy.
Be true to
You
yourself,
own that
Demba.
shit.
Don't try to
fucking
pretend
back
you're
off from
someone
it.
else.
come on, man.
Don't pussy
Is this
out,
the Zoda
Bosco.
intimidation? Are you
It
scared of
is
Zoda?
completely
so.
the
I
Zoda
think so.
intimidation,
Look at
and
Zoda.
this is me
He's
growing.
pumped.
And I think about Chris's daughters, who are just amazing people, and
Oh,
they could
wow.
be anything that they
The
want.
violin out. Boo.
Oh, come on.
He knows. He knows.
Yeah.
Dennis, I already spoke to Kate. She's gonna kick your ass.
Yeah, you can't. You're not going to extricate yourself out of this one.
Boo.
Hey, just real quick before you guys, Guara, I heard you make reference to the card game pitch earlier. Is that correct?
Me? The card game pitch?
Pitch.
Early
Did
was
you
not
earlier?
Guar.
That was not me.
Oh, I thought. I apologize. I thought somebody did. I'm sorry.
He
I
said
was
he
gonna
had it.
suggest
He
that-
said that he had an itch.
Oh, okay.
He needs
I
some
thought he
green.
did. I was gonna say at the lunch you could have a pitch to it.
I don't know
that
what
was a
that
great
is,
update.
but I'm on board with whatever that
Be
game is.
careful
No.
when Chris suggests something like that. Just be careful.
Yeah,
when you
there's
say
money
you're on board.
involved.
You don't know.
No.
And when he had the itch, he was suggesting Gold Bond.
Yeah, bring the gold bomb for itch. We'll play itch. That'll be fun.
Yeah, are they your sponsor, Chris? I'm just trying to figure out what was the deal with that.
Wait, do
What's
we
that?
have a second to talk about Dune, the other movie? Like,
Oh,
Yeah,
my
I
dad's
thought it
gonna.
was
My dad's
so-
gonna hang up now. No, my dad's not
I
gonna
thought it
listen.
was so boring. Like, I literally fell asleep 4
Wow.
times watching it,
This
and it was
is
exactly where I left it. So
All right.
bad.
I think season 2 is gonna be better. It was all just a
I
warm-up.
loved it. I thought it was
I
great.
hope so. Yeah.
I think Bosco gave it a 5 and said it was better than Star Wars.
Yeah, he
I was
did.
shocked.
Didn't
It was really good.
he? Yeah.
Well, I will say this: they captured that aesthetic and that giant bigness that Star Wars used to have, and when the
It was
prequels
beautiful.
and the
No
later
doubt.
stuff, like Dune, like you watch it and it's like you just get the sense of like immense planet and huge
Got it to me.
backstories and all kinds of stuff that like Star Wars like used to do, and then the new ones are just like, oh, what are you guys doing? Like,
Yeah.
Is Zoda talking to us or someone else? What's Zoda doing?
I think
so.
Zoda's talking to Michelle. It's hitting mute.
Zoda, are you commenting on Dune?
Uh-oh. Was I unmuted?
No, you were
For a
unmuted,
second, you
yes.
were. For a second, you were.
No, I was talking to Emma.
Oh,
You know?
tell Emma I said hi.
She's cursing out Bosco.
Hi, Coach Gary.
What's up, man?
Aw.
It's my favorite. Don't tell
Wait,
anybody.
Yeah.
Becca,
Gary right there.
Zoda, will you come to Casa Fest on New Year's Day?
It's actually the day after
No,
New Year's,
second.
right?
Sunil, it's the second.
Yeah.
We're going on the second.
January
Mike is
2nd,
jumping in some
I'd love to
freezing
go.
water on July 1st or January 1st.
What time? What time are we going to be at La
That's
Casa?
a great question.
What-
Guar, when does the
I don't know.
Casa open for us on
I
January
think-
2nd?
I think for lunch they open at noon.
Right, but
like,
he said he didn't ask that. He said, "What time do they open for us?"
oh, I see. Well,
Because
you know, I hooked you up, Bosco, too. Like,
Oh my
I-
God! You feel like first off, I don't think you had to hook me up. They make you feel like a millionaire when you walk in there, no matter what.
they know what they're doing. Yeah.
but-
They-
but-
they-
Trump could have walked in that restaurant and not gotten treated better than I did because of your recommendation. It was so amazing.
I called ahead. I was like,
Are
yo,
you saying that Guar's family are big Trump supporters? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying that they're big Lewis supporters. So my kids who think that I'm a loser and a tool were like,
Nah,
Dad,
I
how do they
made-
know you? Oh my God, Dad. Oh wow.
I
So
I
impressed.
I think noon. Sunil and I are going to check the train schedules because we're obviously going to train this one. We can't be driving.
Yeah.
I'll check with my sis because I
Wait.
like I haven't been part of the Casa.
We're going to get a head count.
Oh,
We're going to get a everybody.
Yeah.
Let us know if you're in.
Yeah, reach
Sounds
out. Let me
amazing.
know. January 2nd, we're going for lunch at the Casa.
It's a
awesome.
Sunday. Do they do brunch?
Oh, is it a Sunday? Okay,
Yeah.
if it's
Yes.
a Sunday, then I think they open later. I think, and
That's
it's
fine.
kind of and I think it's like at 3.
We're all
but that
off
was like
the next day.
We
The
talked
next
that was
day's a
like
about
10.
holiday.
That was like 10 years ago, so I don't know like
we were
make
talking
some
about
phone
New
calls
Year's
forever.
Day, but we didn't think New Year's Day would work. Especially Mike
I'll
has
check.
to
I'll
go-
check for you guys. I'll
Mike
check
is
for you guys.
jumping
And
in the ocean, apparently.
New Year's
By the way-
Day is a day of rest.
I will check for you guys, and I will also give them a heads up that you're coming, and give you the complete Goodfellas treatment.
And
Be like,
and then I can't
good
wait for you to
fellas.
surprise us and show up, jump out of the kitchen.
Look at the saliva just dripping out of Chris's mouth because he loves the Casa. Right?
It was fantastic.
oh, I love
was-
hearing that. Thank you. Oh,
it
that's
was
awesome.
fantastic, and I like to eat. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean the food was good. The staff was very rude.
Oh,
But, I mean, thank God.
Very
Well,
delicious.
I'm not there anymore,
was
so you
awesome.
know.
But they were dealing with Bosco, so they were irritated.
And
I love that I
By the
got
way-
to make Bosco a hero amongst his
Oh my God,
children.
such
Like
a hero. It was really awesome.
that's cool. That's cool. I'm happy to do that. No, I'm happy to hear that you guys like the Casa. That's great. Like I'm excited.
And
Mi
by the way,
casa
I only go to
is
Long
your
Island
casa too.
if I'm following Redman's precise instructions. Otherwise, I'm terrified.
Yep, I'll get you there. We'll have a
Mike.
plan.
Pick him up, Mike.
We'll have a plan to get in and out. We'll be fine.
Go grab him and Sean and come on out.
Well, maybe if they open later, we go to Shanahan's
Ooh.
first.
Oh, Shanahan's.
Ooh.
John
What's a
and
little football?
Bosco get to meet in person. I'll show up for that.
Yeah.
I
we're
wish
gonna-
I could be there. Oh God, that sounds great.
Oh, keep teasing us.
One thing,
Guar,
Guar,
you gotta come.
you got to come back. It's named after you, for God's sake.
You're a vampire.
No,
Can't you like fly and shit? Like, teleport, whatever the fuck you do. Like, you know.
Be a bat.
We're
Well,
still
don't be a
pissed off.
bat.
You were in the state of New York 2 weeks ago and didn't tell us.
I know. Yeah. Well, that was a quick hit.
What?
Like, yeah.
Wait,
Well, I
What?
told you on the Facebook feed.
You didn't see that picture I sent of him in the woods at his brother's house in the Catskills?
I missed
Wait, that was real?
Yes, that was from Instagram. I caught him.
Wow. I did see the picture, but yeah, I didn't realize that was real.
I'm always watching.
Next time,
Love
Gar.
it.
Go
Next
lay
time.
down.
Yeah.
All right, Gar. Are we wrapping this up?
I guess it's time to do an end. We've been on. God, it's been a long show, but hope you
2
enjoyed
hours
it.
and 12 minutes. Oh, you started late. 2 hours and 10 minutes.
Yeah, I was 2 minutes late.
Rabba, who I thought would love a long episode, is probably going to hate it.
He's gonna hate this episode, but it is what it is. Next week, Bosco. You
Have you
still
noticed
have
the
not
beer
done
wall?
your homework, Bosco.
I'm on it. I did. I made myself a little bit of a list while we were talking. When the
Wait,
subject wasn't around me, I wasn't really
don't do
listening,
that.
so I was making up my list.
All right. Yeah, we need that. I mean,
Lots.
it's a week
Lots.
away, the big end of the
Lots.
year episode.
Lots.
So,
I love listening to Chris
Theo's-
yell at his children. It's
Yeah,
great.
Theo's yelling at
No,
dogs
yelling at the
and
dogs.
kids.
Yeah.
But I guess until next week, be garific.
Gar out.
Merry Garismas.
Happy
Merry
Festivus,
Christmas.
everybody.
Thanks,
God bless
everybody.
All
So,
right.
Chris, Rebecca,
This was great.
great to meet you. I hope to see you at the Casa. That'd be nice.